We're live. Hey, everybody, we're
Are we live?
live.
We're live.
We did it. Hey, everybody,
Hey, John.
it's High Shelf
Hi,
Collective.
John.
Hi, John. We are here again on a Saturday to play some Tales from the Loop of our
This
three
isn't Kerbal
shots.
Space Program?
No, that's a dumb game.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm at the wrong game. I gotta go.
Yeah, see you later. Deuces.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stir that pot. I'm not looking at my Discord, but I'm sure I'm gonna have messages from John.
Unsubbing.
Yeah. Okay. For all this KSP content. Anyway, we're playing Tales from the Loop tonight. And I think then we have Rich Randomness and not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after. With my husband, with my
Did
mic.
I do it the right way? Yeah, this way.
Oh, other way.
Somewhere. You did it. Yeah.
Somewhere. Mike is gonna go be on the show, and I don't know what you guys are gonna do, but I'm sure it's gonna involve some talking about some original D&D and other games from way back when. Let's see what else. This month we are raising money for Elevated Access. We really appreciate them. They are a charitable organization of pilots that are helping people that need reproductive services or gender affirming surgeries, things like that, helping them get to where they need to go. So we are raising money for them. If you can, please donate or just share the information. We can get it out there for them. What else? And then Gen Con. It's almost here. It's almost here.
So
12 days?
It's like 2 weeks away.
How many? 12?
Yeah,
It's really
yeah.
close.
Yeah. I'm so excited. Oh, but also next Saturday is Mass Effect, right?
Oh, Mass Effect's back for a game. Right. Yeah. I forgot.
Yeah. Next Saturday.
And are we
Mass
playing
Effect, baby.
D&D tomorrow? Are we playing D&D tomorrow?
No, I don't think tomorrow.
Savage Kingdoms?
Our goal
No.
was once a month, but I think Sam's going to drop it in to try and get us sooner if everyone else can, because
Gotcha.
I'm less busy now.
Okay.
But
Got
keep it out. If y'all should everyone watch the VOD currently down there of the first episode of the D&D game. It was very, very fun. Gunmetal nearly killed us with goblins.
Yep.
It was a good
Oh
time.
my God.
Yeah. I'm regretting being a wizard. Anyway.
Wizards. No hit points. Some spells.
And I'm always the one being hit, apparently.
Yeah. Play a wizard for just the excitement and rush of having no hit points. What else? And yeah, so we'll have Mass Effect next weekend. Then we'll be gone for Gen Con. But then our regular shows will be back after that. So Heckna or Midway Madness will be back every other Friday, and Red Markets will be back again. I can't wait. And yeah, so that's all the announcements I think we have. Taylor, are you streaming on other things?
No, everything. Oh, well, actually, I fucking lied. Yes, I am. Next Friday is the last episode of our Shadowrun game, and then we're going on a hiatus for the summer break on Weave the Tale. But you can come check that out. Mitch dropped a really big bomb on my head, so you can just watch me cry for 4 hours on Friday. Come hang out with that. But let me pull up my calendar before I lie. GM Hina, who ran Thirsty Sword Lesbians last month for us on our channel, is doing a all month long fundraising for the Trevor Project, and she's had 3 or 4 games already, and I'm going to be on one Wednesday. So will Nikki, Beholder to No One, who is on Red Markets and all sorts of fun things here. Mitch, who is also on lots of things here in the D&D game. We're going to be all on that next week. And then on Friday, I'm going to be on 2000 Tale Stream, also fundraising. They're doing one every single Friday till the end of August, all dungeon crawls, all like crazy trying to kill us. And so this first one, we are level 3, and then the last one of the fundraising is level 20. So they're going to be hitting all different like level points, and nice. Your donations can upgrade the dungeons that we have to survive. So I'm going to do
Fun.
that on YouTube Friday
Cool.
as well. Oh, I have 2 games on Friday. Anyway. How's that?
Don't overbook yourself like Taylor has.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Awesome. So yeah, that's what's up in our world. So let's get into the world of 1980s alternate history, Boise, Idaho. Where our kids have been kind of chasing around this plot, I guess, of stolen data about like personal biometrics data. There's this tournament that's supposed to happen tomorrow. But the game system is kind of acting up, and there's some worry that if this tournament doesn't go off, it could financially impact the arcade bench, which could, affect Taylor's cousin. It will definitely affect the person that runs this place, and really just a legendary, like a relic of this time period would be gone to Boise. We last left you guys at the arcade where it was just opening up for other people to come in and practice and play the other arcade games. And you had just found out some information, like the game was still transmitting, that there are different departments at the loop that might compete against one another for resources, and as I said, the financial issues here at the arcade bench, and we that's kind of where we left off, um, with all y'all like in a corner, like tucking everything over. Where Larry was a little upset that he wasn't able to, figure out what was going on necessarily with the back of the game. And yeah, so that's where we meet you guys at again, hanging in the corner, trying to figure out your next move.
So, like the transmission.
Well, I'll be dipped. I don't know what's going on with this machine. I don't know who can jump in here to give me a hand, but or do we even need to pursue this any further? Because I was really high on what are those sugar sticks we used to have? Pixie sticks. I was coming off a pixie stick crash, or I'm coming off a pixie stick crash. So I don't know what's going on. I'm all over the place.
So you weren't able to get the information even after it made you upset to do so. So you're upset, which in game terms means that you'll have a negative applied to your dice rolls until you clear that condition. Um that condition can be cleared in a couple of ways. The main one is going and
I did
talking.
mark it. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like you did. Yeah. So you can remove a condition by going and speaking to your words,
Anchor.
your relationship. Yeah, your anchor. Thank you, Lord. And then you can also go to the hideout and speak with like one of your friends can help you through it as well. Um, Yeah, so that's there, but you saw that there was something in the machine that was still transmitting. It looked like it had been slid into the machine, but you knew you weren't able to pull it back out, and you knew if you did continue to futz with it, you may break it, and then the entire game may be broken. Um, yeah.
I don't remember if this is meta knowledge, but I remembered a certain master of custodial arts was mentioned about possibly getting us something loot
Yeah.
related. I don't know if that's
Oh, right,
still a
okay.
thread we pull.
So we were kind of talking about like um the master of custodial arts is Larry's father, who works at the Loop proper, which is like on the other side of the interstate south of Boise. It is very far and kind of in that you like just in general of like where kids can go. It's like you cannot cross the interstate, right? Like that is like major. You're going to be grounded for like a month, like
I think
territory.
they'd even let us in, even if we had a adult. I think the transformer transmission. I just
Yeah,
looked
so
whoever's
that's
smarter to be like, what's it called?
so you
Transmitter?
Yeah,
Yeah, that
and
place.
you actually were the one that kind of figured that out. Was I think something should have
By
popped up in roll
accident.
20 for you guys. Um, there's these transmitter stations. They're all around, but one that is it's just so normal to your guys' just existence. Are these three large transmitters that are actually just south of the cemetery that you guys live across from. Um, they are from the outside, they're from the outside, they don't look to be guarded, but they also don't look like they have doors. Um, so they're not necessarily you're not sure how they're accessed. You guys haven't, like I said, they've been there forever. You guys don't pay a ton of attention to them. You don't even know what they're really for, other than like you've overheard your parents talk about like the transmitters and 5G and cancer and things like that that they might cause. Which it just adds to the conspiracy theories that Otto has. Um,
I have to say this. Is there a conspiracy theory saying that giants like eating chapstick? Because that's what those look like. Or is that just
Definitely.
me?
I
Yeah, they got a
mean,
couple of bites on them.
nom
Yeah.
nom nom. It's possible. So the common thought and thread was if we can't go to the loop, probably like that's probably not something we're gonna be able to do. But the closest loop tech that we know of, like standalone tech loop building, are the transmitters. Um, you would need to like go there and like try and figure out how to get in and stuff like that. But that is where your mind kind of leads you to, Tanya, is that we're talking about the loop. There's loop stuff over here, and it's actually in the neighborhood.
You make it there pretty fast.
I say we go.
You think there's like underground tunnel to get in? There's storm grates somewhere nearby?
There's probably some sort of undergroundness to it.
I mean, we've always been able to get into these kind of places before, right?
And you never know the price of a pig until you go to the market.
Let's go.
All right, so you guys take off from the bench, back over to the cemetery area. Let me pull up this picture. Like, what? Come on. Um, so just south of, I pulled the map up of your guys' neighborhood. Just south of where Otto's house is, southeast. Um, that's where these transmitters live. Um, they're just big cement, like round spaces. They go over the tree tops. And they're really an eyesore if you really come to you really think about it. Like they're just this cement eyesore. Um, the area around it is just like dirt and gravel. Like big trucks had to come here to put these things here, and there's never been like a proper road or lawn or anything put around these three towers. Um, but that does leave you to see like there's some the land is pretty flat with just where certain dirt has piled up here or there. Um, there is the fence to the cemetery is back here. It's a big black iron fence with little points at the top. Um, but you don't just out here looking at it see anything that would let you into the area. Um, but if y'all want to roll a um investigate check.
Okay. I don't know when the Goonies came out. Tanya's eyes go real big. When the Goonies come out? Has that happened yet?
Around then.
Okay.
Sure.
Her eyes go real big, and she's like, "Okay. This
85.
seems like a movie thing. Like maybe there's like a secret passageway in a mausoleum. That'd be cool, right?
That'd be very cool.
I mean,
What am I rolling? What am I
It's-
rolling? Mind?
I mean,
Investigate.
it's probably not in a mausoleum. It's probably like just closer to the place, so it's easier to access. I feel like workers wouldn't want to always go to a
But
cemetery.
it's secret.
I mean,
Do you see
on one
workers going to
hand,
the cemetery?
I haven't seen a
the
roll.
mausoleums are definitely going to be entrances to underground tunnels and stuff, right? We know that. But
Yeah.
keep in mind that some of these mausoleums were built because some things don't die and they need to be kept.
He's not wrong.
Or that's never mind. Gavin, that's Gavin too much rather than.
All right, so you got this idea from Tanya of like, secret entrance, mausoleum. There's a cemetery right here. Like, so Ryan and Larry, you're kind of looking around, kicking rocks and stuff, and you both notice that there's kind of this lightly sunken in area that almost looks like it's probably drainage, maybe. I'm gonna get myself in so much trouble. Um, so you kind of just see that it's sunken in, and it winds no, it doesn't wind. It's like this straight shot towards the cemetery, um, where it kind of when it hits the cemetery, it starts to kind of go down this hill, um, that is on the other side of the fence. And then you kind of lose sight of it. You don't really see anything else here that connects into or is like a building connected to this area specifically. And it is about probably 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
When we're like kicking rocks on it, like, can we step on it? Like, is there give? Does it feel like something's hard beneath it? Is there any kind of?
It does feel like there's something hard beneath it. Like it's still solid ground. There's just this kind of dip in this area, where it might be that something more is underneath, but it doesn't feel like it's going to give out. Like if like even if like a big truck were to come through here, like it doesn't feel like it's going to give out under that.
Hmm. And in which direction did you say it was kind of going in a
It
line?
goes it goes north from the transmitters into the graveyard.
Oh my god. I there. Mm, there's something here I think we should look into. I don't know if it's a secret tunnel, but it is an odd thing that we may want to look at.
Is that right? Is there a secret tunnel? I've been watching a lot of movies.
I mean, I don't want to, but it could be a secret tunnel because it's going from here to. It also could be, electric wiring. I don't know.
No,
I don't think it's good to assume it's a tunnel. I think we should
a
still
tunnel.
follow it regardless. Of
let's
what it is.
follow it. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I like run and hurdle the fence.
I like it. Like
I'm inclined.
Arthur
I'm not
like runs and
hurdling.
hurdles the fence, and we all like run up to it. And like, I'm sure that Larry like also like jumps up and starts to hurdle the fence. But Otto and Ryan were just like fence.
Gate.
Like
Yeah,
after you.
yeah. There's a gate. For those that may jump the fence, can I get a move check, please?
For sure.
Oh, you know it.
I'm gonna look over to Larry and be like, Racia. Take off.
You know I am on this like a race. And by the way, I did a roll earlier and I put -1, but I noticed my upset is counted for.
It should
So-
already be. Yeah, if you have clicked it, it should.
Yeah.
Already, okay.
So even though I got a success, I even -1 myself. But I'm going to do a move this time, and I'm going to beat the pants.
One.
Oh,
Oh,
maybe not.
nice.
Maybe not.
Remember,
you did
luck.
get it one.
Luck did
Oh.
reset. So if this is
Oh.
a place somewhere you want to use luck, you can, or you can take another condition.
How do I use luck again? Just re-roll?
Yeah, just there. Well, it says re-roll, spend a point of luck, or take a condition.
Ah,
So just re-roll that. Nope.
My
But
goodness.
Mark, you have been not doing. Yeah, you got
I was looking at.
Gavin's
I
rolls
was.
in here.
I was looking at.
Could
yeah,
I don't know if, since we're not at the hideout, if it is a thing to help his upsetness, if I kind of really like make a big show of it but let him beat me.
Oh.
Let me look at one thing really quick. Sorry.
If not, if you want
Like
to
I'll
tick
fall
down.
off and pretend like he's
Oh no, I'm falling. I hope
Ah!
you don't win.
Oops.
Yeah.
So let's do this first. The fence is about 6 feet tall with pointy spikes.
Barbed wire.
Not barbed wire. It's like it's like an iron rod fence.
Oh yeah.
With like
Yeah.
pointy things on the
I
top.
cut my leg open with one of those one time.
Yeah. So scrambling up it is not too hard, but doing the jump over it is not like great either.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Audio cut out for a second.
Okay, that gives me time to look
Oh.
this thing up.
I hear you again. It's like
Hello?
my right
hear us?
earbud is dying. So I put in my
Oh,
left one, which is fully
no.
charged, but
Oh,
it's
but they
not
may be out of-
connecting to my left one. But it was connected, so I took the other one out, put it back in the charger, and it jumped back to the right one.
That's
Um,
the most annoying thing about the AirPods is that they get desynced really easily.
Mhm.
So pause real quick, and let me just put on the big boys and just cute pigtails. You can pretend
They still exist, regardless of
I
headphones.
did wear my Disney shirt for today's
Yes.
baby.
nice.
And by the way, did y'all hear about? I kind of love Disney a little more because like they wanted them to take that little kiss that happens in Buzz Lightyear out in some countries, and Disney was just
Oh.
like, yeah, leaving them alone.
Away from that shit anymore.
As long as
Yeah.
it's not going to fuck with China, they'll do anything for China. But other than that,
I
Mhm.
wonder.
usually
I
do.
don't know what the countries were that did it. I need to look it up.
We're
I need to be fact
good,
checked.
y'all.
You good, Tay?
Yep, we're good. We're
Okay.
switched over. We're hardwired.
So Tay, Tanya's like up at the top of this, and Larry is right behind you. But you realize that Larry's not going to completely make it up this, and you're like, oh, okay, and he's not. So you kind of just like look at these points and like, oh yeah, you're like, I'm not gonna jump this because that's gonna hurt. That's done. And you kind of let yourself down. Just and Larry was like reached up past you, but you're like, oh no, we're not gonna do this. And that's kind of when Larry, you kind of gave out as well. Like just like you didn't have the strength to hold on, but you both kind of hit the ground, like come back down to the ground at the same time. In order to heal a condition, Taylor, you would need to roll the lead skill. So let me just read this ability really quick.
Cool. I
Loading
remember I
now.
specifically put points in that because I am the captain.
If you have time with the other kids, you may inspire and prepare them for a difficult situation. You roll to overcome trouble. That'll be on you. And your successes become a dice pool. You may, in the upcoming scenes, distribute bonus dice to the other kids when they roll to overcome troubles. If you fail to lead, you must check a condition and ask the other kids how the relationship has been hurt. There may
shit.
only be one dice pool active at a time. The group cannot have more than one leader. Leading other kids. So for each success, you get an amount of dice that you can then divvy up. If you spend time privately with another kid, giving them advice or comfort, you may heal one of their conditions. So there's two different things going on here. You can lead all of the kids and give dice, or you can lead one kid and help them overcome trouble, or a condition. If you roll to overcome trouble, if you succeed, the condition is healed. If you fail, you suffer the same condition.
Oh no. I mean, I'm gonna try it. Maybe then instead of leading, I'm just like talking to Larry while like since um Otto
Ryan
and
and Otto
Ryan,
are going
yeah,
to the fence.
yeah,
Or going
they
to the
already
gate.
like took off to go
Mhm.
towards the gate, and we're a
Mhm.
little behind now.
Yeah. So you'll still need to roll the lead skill, but
Okay.
what do you talk to Larry
What
about?
your conditions upset currently?
Man, I tell you, it's just amazing. I think I have something worked out. It doesn't work out. We can't get to the end game. I don't know. I'm just, I'm madder than a pig stuck in a green field with no mud.
You know, this reminds me. Last week, I was having a real shit week. Okay, I mean crap week. It's just us. I was having a real shit week. Okay, and
Yeah.
I was I was supposed to lead all the drills, and I kept screwing up on everything. And then I was trying to like, I couldn't get the freaking puck in the net at all. And it was just like I was letting everybody down, and I was freaking out about it. But then the coach told me, sat me down, was like, "Hey, it looks like you're like a little in your head there, and you need to realize it doesn't all go onto your shoulders. We're a team." And we're people. And people make mistakes, and then other people and your friends and your family and your teammates kind of help, and they'll swoop in and help you when you're down, you help when they're down, and we fit all the pieces together. You don't gotta do it all yourself, man. You're strong and you're smart. Smarter than me, almost as strong as I am. Like you already nearly a full
Almost.
package. Almost.
I would say
I
go
pull a
ahead.
big red out of my overalls, and I'm just pleased as punch now. I feel so much better.
Roll
Hopefully.
a lead. Give yourself one bonus dice from the DM just for being awesome.
Okay. Oh no.
If that was ever a team dynamic I had on any of the team sports I ever played, I'd probably like team sports.
Right? I feel like that's what they tell 14-year-olds, you know? It's okay, I got one success.
Hey.
Hey,
Not when I was playing rugby. I just got yelled
Yeah,
at.
I got yelled at a lot of basketball. That's why I didn't play basketball anymore.
Rich, that helps. Like Larry, that helps.
Yay!
It makes you feel better and remove your condition. You guys are a team. The four of you, the five of you, when John
And
is
Scout.
here, and Scout, six of you. Scout is
Yeah.
with you, by the way. But yeah, you
He's
guys.
not.
He is.
Oh, I left. Oh, he is with me. Okay.
Yeah.
Very relieved we didn't jump the fence.
Just
Like,
a really sad dog at the arcade just looking for
Waiting.
everyone.
So all of that is while your friends are failing to overcome the fence. Ryan and Otto, you guys are walking into the cemetery from where the gate is. It's not locked. It does get locked at night, which is weird because you can get into the fence or you can get into the cemetery because there's actual openings into the cemetery. But yeah. Anyway,
it's not a deterrent against people getting in. It is a symbol to stop things from getting out.
It's just like a formality. They just lock the door. It's just like a thing you do. It's like you can kind of get in anywhere, but you still like lock the doors. You know,
mhm.
it's not to
It's like a
stop zombies.
threshold. It's a thing. Spirits see it. It's there for them, and it stops them.
But
It
the
could be
whole
an
like
arcane
it's
lock. It could be an arcane lock. It could be, right? There are these just large trees that their large trunks kind of span out, and they have this large, just all the leaves just cover the whole cemetery. Sometimes sun shines through, there's little rays of light, but most of the cemetery is shaded. There are flowers on certain graves, probably no more than like a week and a half old. Like the cemetery is very well taken care of. There's the mausoleum a little further in of where you guys hid the remote the other day. And you're kind of just looking around, trying to see if there's anything out of place. And you don't really see anything like that. There's just some rolling hills, not too big. You guys have been in here before, so what you're in here now looking for some sort of way to get back to where you were. What stands out to you guys that you would kind of try to look for? Um, you know, teleport pad, underground
Oh
lake. Like,
yeah,
what are
you
you guys
know,
looking for?
when you're on the farm, I mean, you're looking for that coyote. You can see it because it's the odd thing out. So
Mm,
we're looking for the odd thing out. We should not be seeing big metal platforms. We should not be seeing antennas. We should not be seeing satellite dishes. We should not be seeing blinky lights.
mhm. And those things you don't see.
We
Um,
also should be looking for any specific signs of like constant travel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like
so
a particularly worn path, maybe like a lot of steps or walking by has been on worn more so than the other
Or
paths.
occult
yeah,
symbology.
there's lots of paths through here. Ma- uh, you know, purposeful and then not so much. You can see that certain graves get walked to more than others. Um, you kind of look past one tree and then go past another. You don't see any blinking lights or anything that might be out of the ordinary. Um, but there is this like hill that doesn't look very well laid. It doesn't look too well cared for. It's definitely not a grave. It's maybe 4 feet, like big. Um, and you do notice, and you haven't noticed it before, that there are like bricks in like the top of the hill. Um, and you haven't ever looked before. And maybe it's because they were covered previously or something, and now you could kind of see the grass sticking out from them. Um,
Mm,
and just like so it's this I'll show this to you guys. Um, and from where like you are, you only see the the top level of bricks there. And maybe it's like marking an old grave or um, something similar. But it is not necessarily out of the ordinary, but it's not ordinary either. It doesn't match. Yes, it's to say the bricks don't match the other types of architecture here in the cemetery. It's very like marble or limestone. Like it's very like fine crafted work for like the bigger monuments in the cemetery, and this is like old brickwork.
Was that right? Was that right? Was that
oh,
right? Am I right? Am I right? Guys, am I right?
I got
I
a funny
think
saying to
you
say
might have been
about carpets and stuff, but I'm not going to say it. It doesn't match.
What?
Things don't match. We need to go check it out.
Okay.
what? Why would anything out here have carpets?
What are the other side of that analogy?
And you know what? I think we should leave it.
I had to
Scout
mute because Matt was getting so tickled next to me.
Scout takes off towards this thing. Um and he runs to where the bricks are and disappears.
Like down
Wait, like
or like
he
poof?
disappears down or just poop? Yeah.
Yeah.
He runs into the blackness and you
Okay.
don't see him or hear him anymore.
Oh,
That's
Is there like a twig or something nearby?
There's little branches and twigs everywhere, yeah.
I'm going to try to pick it up and throw it in the same direction, but like not in an exact line of where Scout was, so I'm not hitting him with a twig or rock. But I want to see if like any sort of weirdness will happen after I throw it into the darkness. Like
Sure,
if we even hear it like thud around or whatever.
roll a force.
Oh god, okay. I'll take it.
You got one.
Yeah.
So you throw this pretty good stick into the opening, and you hear it like crash against a wall and then against the ground. And then kind of hear a growling noise, and then Scout runs back out holding the stick, and then runs back over to Larry and drops it at Larry's feet. He seems fine. Scout seems fine. Like,
But we did hear a growling.
Well,
yeah,
Scout,
it was playful though. Like it was
okay.
like someone threw a fucking stick and I got it.
He's like,
Like,
I
yeah,
did it.
like
I'm
that
a good
kind of
boy.
noise. Like, it's dark in here, but I found a stick. Kind of like that. Larry, you think he may have seen a rabbit or something, a squirrel, and
He saw something. I give him a big rub down. I check him over, make sure everything looks okay.
yeah, he's fine. He's totally
Okay.
fine. Runs kind of around you in a circle. So yeah, you guys see this like entranceway. It is some light is filtering in. It seems like uh it has a slight decline going down. It is brick, like laid brick, right here, going further into the grass. It is not going south. It is going east, for what you can see right now.
but it's going down, right?
It is decline. Yeah, it's on a decline.
And you
Not
said it's
not a
brick.
sharp one.
You
Sorry?
said it's brick, not stone, right?
Correct. It's brick. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Otto says, "Well, at least it's brick. I mean, if it was stone, I'd worry it was like a trail to the Underhill. But I don't think the Fae are going to be using brick unless it's a facade.
Maybe
So
they're
we
trying to
should be
trick
safe.
you. So they're
That's
using.
true. They might be. It might be a glamour to try to make it blend in, but I mean, it could just be a tunnel.
You do
Tanya's
see, like,
tragic trait is she just indulges in all of this talk always.
yeah.
She indulges, and every time she does, Ryan dies a little bit more.
Ryan is thinking like of the logistics of this too. Is like, why are like old Irish gods in Idaho right now doing? Are they trying to trick us? It's like there's like so many things going on. I'm like, why?
It is. You do not see any. So you guys kind of like creep up to it and look down so that you can see the brick and the decline, slight as it may be. And it just a little bit of light filters in, but then it's like completely dark. There is no light coming in from what you can tell from whatever the other side of this is.
Does anyone have a flashlight?
No.
Most multi-tools don't have a flashlight, and I never specified that it did. Can I roll something to see if it is one that has a flashlight, though?
Sure. Roll a d6, 5 or 6. You can have a flashlight.
You get a negative, we get flint and steel.
I got one.
Oh, okay.
No, but you guys aren't too like you don't have a flashlight on you. You guys aren't too far from some of your houses, well, any of your houses really.
Does Oma have one? Does Oma have one? That's the closest house, right?
Oh, she definitely has a lighter at the very least.
I mean,
Yeah.
she definitely. We have flashlights. She might ask some questions, though.
If only I had my Simon Says robot that I'm building, and I could just press it, and all the blinking blue, red, and green, yellow lights would flash out. If only I thought of it. Damn.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could run back and get it if you guys want to wait. Okay.
I've learned a few German words. I can try to distract her by telling her the same 4 words over and over again.
Make it happen, Captain.
What 4 words are those?
Guten Tag.
No, I
Das-
remember these words, and they're going to distract her, but they're not going to get you out of there.
Yeah, she's gonna try and teach you a German lesson.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, I used to know how to say water.
Wasser.
Wasser.
Vasa, yeah. Sauerkraut.
So does just Otto run home, or does Tanya go with him?
I probably will not be helpful, but I'll go with. I'll run back with. Not alone.
Okay.
You're
Otto,
split party.
so you two run back. Otto, you know that there's like one of those flashlights that's he has a handhold on it. It's that really big one. You have to press really hard on the
Yeah.
thing to get that. You know, there's one of those in the garage. I am gonna roll. I don't get to roll very often in this game. I am
I
gonna
lied. I know more than 4 because I forgot Gesundheit's actually German.
hmm
Don't type.
So you guys both run into the house. Oma is still the only one at home. Um, she is out on the back patio smoking a cigarette and talking on the phone.
Oh, so we're gonna try to slip into the
You
garage.
go.
Unknown.
So roll a sneak check, both of you.
Where is that?
That's a top
Sneak is, it's under body.
skill.
At the very
Oh,
top.
I would like kept scrolling too far past it with where my character sheet was like. I don't know. No success.
So Otto, you
tinny hand roll down the alley.
you sneak in, go past, and you know immediately where you're going. You're going into the garage. Tanya, you follow Otto, but your skates are around your neck. And as you kind of move around one of the corners, your the skate that's on your left side hits the wall, which makes enough of a noise that it startles Oma, who stands up and starts shouting in German. And you don't know any of the words that she is shouting.
Guten Tag.
But Otto, you do, and it's something about kind of like those call me bastards and get to ground and sort of just very like something that someone has seen battle maybe or war would kind of say
Grandma's talking to one of those friends. This is not gonna go well.
well, and so she's just we're under attack kind of is kind of her take for a moment there. And you you get into the garage with Otto, Tanya. Alma is speaking very loudly, but she sounds like she's still on the phone for the moment.
Oops. I'm much quieter on my skates. I should have done that, but I thought if she saw me, she'd yell at me because I have my skates on in the house.
I mean, we're made now. She's just gonna start it's gonna be more trouble than it's worth. So I'm just gonna respond in German that I'm just trying to. I just need to borrow the flashlight for a minute, Grandma. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Love you. Okay. Bye bye.
She's she yells back
Hello.
don't scare me like that. I love you too. And then she started grumbles into the phone some other stuff about keeping safe and watching out for certain things and just interesting conversation. She's not talking about the knitting group or anything. There's she's talking about something else, but it's either in her history or current.
Let's just say that I came by my conspiracy theories from a good spot. Oma believes, you know, Oma believes that Red Dawn is a thing that's about to happen. Like we need to be prepared for this.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we've got a flashlight. We definitely had to the prepping gear
Yeah.
next to the bug out bag
Alma's
by
a
the gun
prepper.
cabinet. Like, let's not pretend ourselves here.
Yeah. Oma lived through a couple of wars and she is prepared should shit go down.
Right.
Now, you think that it's just things to survive. But there's some other stuff that Oma has. You think. Anyway, maybe not. Anyway, so while Otto and Tanya are trying to take care of the flashlight, Ryan and Larry, what are you guys doing at this time?
I
You
will
ready to go in?
react. Yeah, I mean, I would just kind of chillax with Larry. I'd probably just take notes of what today has been, and honestly, just like try to be like, kind of what the hell's going on. But I kind of just like jot things down in my notebook. Kind of look at the transistor piece. Nothing super major. Just kind of staying quiet unless Larry wants to say or do something.
Can you both roll a comprehend check?
Okay. Because I have nothing bad now on me. Comprehend. Let's make this happen. Make it happen, Captain. There we go.
Nice.
Well,
You
I'll
both-
be dipped.
So you guys are kind of sitting here under the shade of the trees, looking at this interesting like brick passageway that is new to you guys. You both realize that this is overgrown enough that it doesn't see constant use. This is You realize that this is not the main way into the transmitter towers. Um, this is something separate. But it's goes to the east, but potentially it links up to something else. But this isn't where the businessmen or the engineers or wherever, they don't come through this way to get to the towers. And it also doesn't have the loop stuff. Like everything loop is marked the loop, right?
Loop.
Like yeah. And this is
Can I grab a rock and hold Scout's collar and give that rock a throw?
Scout loves
And
a
do
good
we
rock.
hear it? You what?
Scout loves a good rock.
I know. I'm just holding the collar just in case. I'm gonna
Roll-
throw it in there, and I want to hear it go bang, 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 bang.
Roll a force check first.
Oh
Against
yeah,
Scout.
I
Against
got
Scout.
force. I am stronger than Tanya is.
Yes, you are.
Okay, I missed.
Not stronger than Scout though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no!
You are
It's all the
statistically
force, none of the
weaker.
agility.
So
Like,
you're
Scout.
are you right-handed or left-handed?
I'm a righty tighty.
So you're trying to hold Scout by the collar with your left hand.
You're right.
As you throw this rock, and Scout loves a good rock, man. He loves it more than he loves a stick. You don't know why. Some dogs just are that way. And he like rips out of your hand to the point where you get that pull on your arm that hurts a little bit. You're not hurt, but like just it is uncomfortable. You throw the rock and you do hear it land and scatter and everything in the tunnel. And you gave it a pretty good like heft as well. So it made it a good distance within. But you did Scout went running after it again. This time he doesn't come back immediately with it or with anything. He actually is staying down there longer than he did the first time. And you're not sure why, but you can hear the echo of like him moving around in the tunnel. And it's kind of that like my mic's probably not going to pick it up, but like that like on the ground, like rubbing the dirt around and like trying to like pull something up or find something that like dogs do. So but yeah, you still hear it. You still hear the noise in there.
I yell, Scotty Poo, Scotty Poo, 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 Scotty Poo, time to come home, Scotty Poo.
So from
To
across
get 'em
the
back.
cemetery, as you two are coming back, you hear Larry calling for Scout, in the way that he does, and as you come back and meet up with Larry and Ryan, Scout does come back, with like disappointed He does not have a rock. He's not happy that he had to come back rockless. But the four of you and Scout meet back up again outside. And you have a flashlight now.
And a rope.
Oh, and a rope.
And a rope. It's like we're playing D&D. We got a rope.
Is it
50
50
feet.
foot?
I don't think it's a 50. I mean, it might be.
That'd be
but
freaking
Okay.
heavy.
Let's just really go with this. Let's meta the shit out of this. I'm looking for a stick that's 10 feet long.
Roll me 1d6.
All right. Oh, a 1d6. Oh, I gotta do that on roll 20. I think
Yeah.
it's roll 1d6.
5 or 6.
Yeah,
5 or
so
6
it's-
gets you a 10
Shit.
foot
Slash roll.
pole.
I have to get a 5 or a 6?
5 or 6 for a 10-foot pole.
Okay. There's. Oh, look, I got a 6.
Or a 6.
Oh, you typed that.
He didn't roll.
Oh,
Typed
wow.
that.
Wow. Just for that, you don't
Yeah,
get one.
I got a 5.
You find a pole that is exactly 10 feet.
Oh my god. I'm checking for
It's
traps with my feet
2
and a
times as big as you.
pole. Okay. I have Tanya carry it because it's really heavy.
It's just a stick. It
Okay,
will
I got
not
it.
fit. It will not fit. Like a staff.
Vertical.
It won't. It will. Yeah.
No, but
vertical.
I hold it horizontal.
Yeah.
And I'm basically tapping the floor as I'm walking forward.
Otto's like, why do we have a stick?
I started playing D&D.
I played Island of Dread, and the best thing you could do is to tap the floor in front of you for traps instead of your feet.
What happens if it's pressure plated, though?
Well,
That's what the stick's
that's
for.
why you're second, because it's 10 foot long, so I can tap in front of you, and you can walk in front of me. It'll be great. Trust me, it's a great idea.
Yeah. So who is in front? What is your guys' marching order?
I'll go in front.
Oh, you're gonna be up front.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the leader.
Oh, as soon as Tanya says it, Larry goes, "Oh, I'll be." Oh, you said it. Oh, okay, I guess you can go first.
Otto will think about it for a minute, and then he'd be like, I have the rope and flashlight, so I guess I should go second.
I can go last.
And the stick is kind of sticking out in front of y'all.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't want anything to do with this stick. I'll be
Am I
as far
second?
away from that stick. You're
The-
third.
You're third. The thing is
What's
that
third?
Scout keeps trying to eat the stick.
It's like jumping on the end.
And just getting in the way of.
Okay, I dropped the stick. I tell
I will let
Scout,
you
Trying to
have
like
the
tap
stick.
the thing on the ground.
I'm like,
Keeps
no,
hitting
Scout.
everyone's leg.
No.
Little like nub, but like keeps stabbing into your calf. Just like, oh man, this
Scout keeps running ahead to jump on the stick, and it's like
Yeah.
Scout's gonna get caught by a trap, buddy.
No, Scout. No, we're done with the stick, Scout. And I just set it in the corner.
He's gonna do the
And-
thing now where he tries to pick it up and walk straight through something, but it's
Yeah,
like really big. He's like,
it's
go.
too big. Yeah. So it's about
Bad idea.
10. It was a great idea. I was letting you do it. It's about 10 feet wide. This little entry cave thing. With the slight decline, that is made out of bricks as well. And as you go further in, maybe walk for a couple of minutes, continuing to go downward. When your light finally flashes onto a wall in front of you, it is also made of bricks. But right in this area, the bricks that were on the ground start to give way to dirt.
How porous are these bricks? Do they look like they've seen some weather or some water? Do they look like they've been here a while?
Roll an investigate check.
Kind of success.
These seem old. They're definitely not as old as the cemetery or even some of the like older gravestones here. But you would say maybe they've been here 40 years or so. They're definitely pre-loop for sure. But and with the amount of like overgrowth that there was outside, you could tell that it's been here for a long time. It wasn't just like planted here, um, a few nights before or anything.
Mom, can I have an icy pop? Okay.
So the
Oh, I forgot to mute. Sorry. My mom's bringing an
well,
icy pop. Sorry.
is she
So,
bringing
yeah,
the
are you
pizza
getting
rolls
nice?
this time?
We don't have one for everybody. It's 80s.
Is-
I'm having an icy pop.
I want an icy pop.
I want some
I ate all
pizza
the
rolls.
pizza.
Oh.
I don't get
Um,
anything. I just get my water.
Yeah, so there's still these bricks in front of you. The ground is now dirt, and this is a T intersection. And it goes north and south.
Which ways, big towers?
To the south.
Is that left or right?
I don't know. I'm not a dwarf. I can't tell everything underground.
Right?
Right? Okay.
Should we split the party?
No.
No.
Mm.
No.
Fine. We'll go this way, and you could go that way without the flashlight.
Oh,
No,
yeah, we
I'll
only have
stick
one.
with you. Yeah.
Can I have Scout?
Yep. Scout stays with me.
I guess I'll go with
Oh
you.
my God,
Even
he
if you use
actually
the
has an
magic
icy
word
pop.
scouty poo, it
Yeah,
doesn't
he
work.
actually has a nice one.
What's in
It's
the
the
icy
specific
pop?
cadence of Scotty Poo.
Sugar.
Is it a mojito?
I was going to say,
Oh.
this
Have
kind
you
of look
had
like it would
those?
be
They're
like
so
eating
good.
a lot of ice pop.
It's a margarita.
Yeah.
That's what I
Icy pop.
thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because you know I just don't eat icy pops. I have to have
I was
alcoholic
just
icy
curious.
pops.
So you guys continue. You guys make a turn, and you start going south. And this is where the brick gives away to dirt. And there's still some like cross beams, like wooden like cross beams to hold it up here a little bit. But the walls are certainly carved out dirt. And you get the sense, Ryan and Larry, that you're maybe underneath the area that as you keep walking into this area that's no longer brick but dirt, that you're under where you had seen previously. Um,
I would
up
I would say I think we're at that divot or in that kind of groove that I saw earlier. So
Mhm.
I'm sad we didn't get here via a mausoleum, but I'm still happy I was half right. There are secret tunnels.
It
Yes.
can't have been a good thing that we walked under graves.
What does that mean? Aren't you supposed to like throw salt over your shoulder or no?
I mean, there's all kinds of things you're supposed to do if you walk over a grave, but if we've walked under graves,
I feel like it's a technicality. We're totally good. It's only if you walk over. If you walk under,
technically
you're
they're walking over us.
yeah, they're
They
doing stuff
gotta
over
throw
us. They should be doing.
salt over their
Yeah.
shoulders.
I just don't think it's good.
That's probably not. We're probably gonna die. Or haunted.
Probably gonna die. You're already haunted. So continuing down this shaft opens up into this larger room. Also still out of dirt, held up in certain places with beams. You see there's a couple of other exits here. And then over like to the side, there's some like metal bottles or canisters, like you know what I'm talking about. Big metal canisters of some sort of liquid. And then there's a couple of entrances. There's like one south and another one east. Um, and they're both of them have light, like at the further end of them. But it's kind of like a orangish hue. It doesn't look natural. Um, but it just looks kind of like the older buildings at the school, that just have like fake light in them. And you see that at the two different exits out of this area.
Was this like one of those smuggling booze tunnels? It's old.
Okay, I have an idea. We're basically under and or around the cemetery, right?
Yes.
Okay. I have my journal with me. There is no way on earth you could convince me that Otto has not mapped out the cemetery so that he can cross-reference which of these graves might possibly have to do with the relation to the ghost that's under his thing. Can
Mhm.
I try to use my journal to like investigate to decide which way we need to go best to like cross-reference that with the map?
Sure. Roll an investigate or comprehend, whichever one's better for you if one is.
Can I help in any way? Maybe I can help relay
I
exactly where the groove or divot was, so we have a bearing of
Sure.
where.
You roll comprehend first, and then we'll see if it gives a bonus to Mike.
I got one
Mike,
success.
add +1 as Ryan looks over your shoulder to try and help you out here.
Okay. Do I get a bonus because I'm using my journal?
Yes, you do.
So, and how much of a bonus is that?
2. So it's additional 2 plus what Ryan gave you.
So 3.
Yep.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Nice. Okay. So you get to ask 2 of these questions. And we can roll in your map however you want. So what is hidden here and where is it? What does it mean? What has happened here? How can I get into, out of, or past something? What threats can I perceive here? Where is it? And you actually get to ask 3 questions, and then you get a +1 die roll from when you use this information.
Okay. So first of all, I was gonna like set his book down. He's gonna flip to the right page. He's gonna like take out his little plastic ruler that he has in there, and he's gonna measure off approximate distances and like figure out. I think we're about right here. So the first question is definitely how can we get to where I want to go?
Yeah, so you look at your like what you have mapped out and the gravestones around it, and you realize that given how long you have traveled and all the math that you do, that you are definitely on the other side of the fence and no longer in the cemetery. But you think enough distance has passed that if you continue to go south, you're going to be at least under the transmitter towers.
Okay. So we need to keep going that way. Um, what is this place where we're at?
So this area appears to be an underground bunker that is probably from the 1940s, 50s ish sort of time.
Is this
There,
Alma's bunker?
so there, so you can tell that a lot of stuff had been stored here over time and then removed as well. There's these old big barrels that are closed over in one corner.
Which I am
And
currently
as you
trying to open.
Yeah, as you smell rotted food. Um as you like try and open one up, and then that's when Otto sees the cream corn like label on this food, these food barrels that were here. Um So they probably were supposed to be good for like 10 years or so and are past their prime. So that's what this area that you're in right now and what probably the actual tunnel was built for was to get to this like underground storage area.
I know there aren't constitution checks in this game, but Ryan would definitely need to pass one if he smelled that cream corn.
Roll a body check.
Okay.
Everybody roll a body check.
Guys, I know it's a little
plain body.
early, but I'm definitely gonna use this for my senior prank. I don't know how, but I will do it.
I did it. I somehow succeeded. Watch, when I need to roll something really important, I'm gonna have like 9 die. I'm gonna fail because
Wow, Taylor is off the chain.
So okay.
holy shit, Mike is off the chain.
There's like
Did he go off the chain?
this
Too?
this smell
Yes,
when
good.
Tanya like opens the thing and then immediately pushes it back down. But because of the extra bonuses, y'all are able to like look at one another and like breathe through the not vomiting on one another. So you guys, with all of your successes, get Larry through it.
There's
to
like
not
that circle of like each person gagging. It's like, don't throw up. I'm gonna throw up. We're like, okay.
just like
Ooh.
watching each other just breathe. Breathe. Mike, you get one more question.
Does anybody have any thoughts on what this question should be?
Do we perceive any danger, maybe? Or how do we get in? I think was one of the questions. Like, how do you get in, out, or around, or something like that?
So how would we get out of here the best if our place was blocked off? If we couldn't get out through here, how would we get out?
Sure. You know that there's, as far as you know, there's no way up top to get out. But you know in the back of your head, along with some things that Larry knows, that there always has to be an emergency exit. So you know that the transmitters above, even though you can't see from the outside, have an emergency exit. And the only way to get out of here would be to go back the way you came, or potentially go through that eastern pathway, tunnel, that would potentially also leads out of here. Like this area that you're in, where this bunker is kind of in the middle point between two neighborhoods. So like there's the cemetery in the neighborhood, like where you guys live, and then the eastern tunnel probably leads off to somewhere in the other neighborhood on the other side of the cemetery.
Okay.
Cool. So you guys are here in this underground opening. You have orange lights. You know that one orange light goes towards where the transmitter is. And as you guys stand here deciding on your next move, you start to hear synth music coming down from the southern tunnel.
Is
And
David going to make a guest appearance?
And that's where we take a break.
Oh,
What is it? We'll never know. Yes, we will. In 10 minutes, we'll be back, guys. Remember, we're raising money for elevated access. I will, as soon as I hit break, put that link in chat. BRB, y'all.
Hey, we're back to
Are we
continue
live?
playing
Yeah.
Tales from the Loop.
Okay.
Yes. So where we left off was in this like underground like storage bunker with 3 exits, the one behind you, one to the east and one going south. And you know that the one going south is is near the transmitter towers. And you have started to hear like this synth piano start to play your classic kind of 80s intro music to a song that has started to come down the southern tunnel.
Is this the neon guy you were talking about? Sounds like someone who'd listen to this kind of music.
I mean, to be fair, it's like all the music in the 80s right
Oh,
now.
it's not Eddie Rabbit, is all I can tell you.
Okay, I will go sneakily.
Sneak.
This time I'm going to put on my skates. Or well, it's dirt down here, isn't it? Damn.
Mm-hmm. It is, yes, it is dirt right now. Everyone give me a sneak though.
Oh. I have the wrong box up. There's the dice. Shit. Can't sneak.
Apparently, I can with only 3.
I'm the only one that fails. I'll use.
All right, let me try sneak.
luck
Hold on,
to
let me try
reroll.
my sneak. Sneak. I will mess it up too. Hold on. There it is. Oh, I got nothing in it. So this is going to be bad.
Same. I'm beefy girl, not sneaky.
I'm gonna blow a luck. Okay,
Oh.
got it.
Okay.
So-
I'll blow a luck too. And how do I do that? I've never done that.
Just reroll.
You click the reroll.
And then,
then you
actually
untick
reroll.
then
your-
check a mark luck off. Hey.
Oh, okay, much better.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, super sneaky.
Yeah,
Pushing.
you're extra sneaky. So you guys are all very quiet as you continue down. I'm assuming you're going towards the music. I should have asked.
Yeah.
Okay. So you continue down this tunnel to the southern destination region way. And there's that orange light that I mentioned earlier, and you can see that it is shining down because the wall in front of you, about 20 feet in front of you, is actually cement, poured cement. The dirt gives away to this like perfectly pristine, almost cement, very like block shape, no longer the kind of rounded out that the tunnel was. And so you're seeing basically just a wall, maybe 10 feet in front of you. And then it ends on the left hand side. So you have like 10 feet and it ends. And then there's kind of a gap over to the right that you could see that opens up a little bit. And there's it opens up into this like round area that there's a pole in the middle that you can climb a ladder up or you can climb a ladder down. Coming from the hole down is the music. And then up above you can see like well, from both directions you can see like blinking lights, but you can't tell from where you are here what is either way.
I mean, I'm feeling like. Oh no, go, Rand, go.
I think as much fun as it would be to see what the music is coming from, that also means someone's probably there. So why don't we check up first? Because that may be more quiet.
Yeah, but up is a whole building. And if this is like some sort of internal sabotage stuff, wouldn't someone want to be sneaky about it and be literally in a bunker? There's a whole building up there. There could be a lot of people. I don't know. I mean,
That
I'm
makes
game
sense
for
too.
whatever. I'm just talking out my.
So
I like the music, so I don't mind going towards the music, but I just think someone may more likely be there.
So the music is continuing to play, and you hadn't heard a ton of lyrics or anything before, but Otto, you hear what you think is like a code number, like because obviously a number in a song, that's where they hide that shit, right?
Is
So
it 8675309?
it is.
Is it
It's
Jenny?
You do hear Jenny. They ask about a Jenny in the song. But yeah, you hear the number 867530999. 99. And that kind of plays over and over a few times from downstairs.
I mean, I let everybody know because
5309.
I don't know this Jenny song because it's not on top 10 country.
There was this girl at the roller derby, and she was the scariest freaking one there, and her name was just Jenny. Like, it was a cute name, and she was terrifying. And she would come out to this song, and she would bust people's noses in. It was so cool.
Jenny Hell.
I want to be here someday. Anyway.
The music turns down.
Oh, God.
And it's just really low for a bit. And then you hear a phone ring. And it's that old school ring. And it rings and it rings. And then it stops. The music gets turned back up again.
I think someone is down there.
Someone's down
Hey, I think someone's down there, guys.
I wish Lost was already out so I could have watched the Lost episodes and been like, there's a bunker. And they have to hit a button every 28 minutes.
Spoilers.
I'm trying to find my notes. Sorry, one sec.
I think. I don't know why I'm still whispering.
I don't know. It's fun. It's yeah.
We can do our little ASMR, everybody.
Okay.
So the music comes back up, this time a little bit louder. You guys hear about Jenny again.
Was it looped? Like, did the song just get turned down, or did it end and then they just replayed it? Do they really like from Jenny?
Is it like a cut 8-track, or is it like a record that someone's lifting up and restarting?
Oh, it is a cassette that got like finished. No, it's none of that stuff. The music got turned down.
You have to just wait for the ring.
And yeah, to almost the like end because reasons. Phone started ringing, phone stopped ringing, and the music got turned back up again.
Was there a gap in between stop ringing and turn back up, or are they pretty?
So, like,
the
time
song
for a
continued.
conversation?
You didn't hear a conversation. And then so the music does change from that song to Bon Jovi. Next, so it's still, the interesting thing is it sounds like they're listening to a radio, but you're underground. But you guys are still standing here with a ladder going up and down. Scout is sitting at your just at your heel, Larry.
Okay, which way are we going? Which way are we going?
I'm more interested to go down, but I kind of still want to see what's up first.
Just like peek our head up.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Can I just peek up real quick? Up, and then I'll tell you if I see anything. If not, we can go down.
Sure. So you go up the ladder a little bit, just enough to peek your head up. What this is just a big cement tube, basically. This center pillar that like you've laddered up on continues to go up. The ladder doesn't. It stops at the next level, which you think is the ground level. And you see up at the top, it's like a fan going around. I mean, and that's about all you hear. Like, you don't hear anything other than this fan going around. And you can see like there's this grate, so nothing can get into the fan, basically, and it's on both sides. So up and down above it. And then you see above that, like maybe a lightning rod is what you think it might be, or something. There's like a lightning rod, and then maybe like a couple of very large antennas.
So like empty building, just big tube, lots of mechanics in it, not like
basically
offices or
no, it is like one like large silo.
Got it. Just for some airing it out a little bit. Okay, so I think Ryan would probably go back down.
Yeah,
I think Ryan would probably go back down a little bit.
But you guys have never know what's in those things, and now you kind of know that there's nothing in that thing.
Yeah,
like you know, there's it's
As
something, but you guys don't know what. So
Ryan will kind of come down a little bit, a little dejected because he was expecting something a little more exciting than a fan. And then he'll be like, "There's nothing up there. It's just a fan and a grate." And maybe a lightning rod or two. Let's go down.
It's interesting. Okay. What's it? Are we trying
Yes,
to
guys.
like not be seen or just like jump down ready to?
If you're prepared to fight them, we should do that. No, actually don't. I see that smile. I was 100% just kidding. Don't actually fight them. We should go in sneaky.
They roll a sneak because you head down this ladder.
I'm very bad at it, so I'm ready to freaking tussle if I need to.
I believe in you. Watch, you're going to get it, and I'm going to miss it, as it should be the case.
Got one.
I told you. I knew it. I felt it in my bones. I knew it.
Okay, so I have a problem that I have to like get Scout in my overalls and, and make this happen. So do I take a minus on this?
Yes. Yeah. 1 minus. I will say that. Yeah. Go ahead. 1 minus. Then I'll talk about.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna hurt because I actually don't have anything in this.
I don't even know.
Oh,
Holy shit. Okay, never mind. Help me out. Can I help you out in some way?
No. So, extra successes can be given to Ryan so that you guys.
Ryan. Extra success.
I'll take Larry's, I guess. Otto didn't even offer.
Otto was going to. Come on.
No, I'm kidding. Totally.
Hold on. One of my images isn't working, and I don't know why.
Can Otto use his other thing to help out, possibly, and like to do something else, maybe?
No, not in this. I mean, getting Scout out of Larry's overalls is quietly is probably a sight to behold. 1 sec, guys. I need my images to work, and they're not.
So, how do you think you would go about this? How do you think you would save me?
What? I'm sorry.
Oh, like how just because you're looking for something. I was just wondering how Larry did you actually get a dog down a ladder and at the same time save me?
100%. This really comes down to the fact that overalls are beautiful. They have a bib function, right? So I unbib, I bring Larry in, or I bring Scout in, I bring my bib back up, lock it in. Now I have a papoose. And so my papoose is holding Scout. I start going down. I notice, because you're above me, that you're starting to slip. So I bring because I'm really strong like Taylor or Tanya. And I bring my hand up and I grab your foot. And so it stops you from making a ton of noise.
I give a approving nod.
Okay. So you guys get down with Scout even, which is awesome. The music is playing again, and this area is one large. From what you can tell right now, it's one large room, but it is it's like blocked off with machinery. So like as you look out like into this area that's filled of just fake bright light, you see like a bank of computers in front of you. And these are like old with the tube, like they are actually like give off a green a colored tint to them. And very like old school, not great cable setup. Cable setup is horrible. But you can see that there's information on some of these screens, kind of running down it in like a matrixy sort of way on a couple of them. There's these other machines that look like kind of like the stereo receiver, with various different buttons on them with kind of coding that you don't understand. So there's all this, yeah, like numbers.
Like 8675-3099?
No, nothing like that. But that's kind of blocking your way at the moment. Like, you can get around this. It's just like one of the first things that you see down here.
This
Um,
picture looks identical to the news station I worked at in college, like our server room. It was this
Mhm.
outdated that in 2012, this is what our news station looked like.
Nice.
Yeah. All of it's still operating. Try color balancing on one of those TVs.
Come on. Come on. Um, yeah. So this is the first thing you see down here.
I'm gonna definitely go take a look at those because that's fun technology.
Okay. Roll a program manipulate check.
Yeah. You hear that?
No.
Okay, good. Just one success.
Okay.
That was a
Um,
sound of success that we just heard.
Yeah.
Or a roaring airplane, one or the other.
Oh,
So there's
okay.
all these monitors, and you can see up in like the top left one, it says like participant 1 and A plus, participant 2, O negative. Like it's kind of like this list of participants and their like blood type.
How dark is this room?
It's bright. It's bright.
It's bright. Okay. Even with that, when I'm just gonna steal something from anime. Even with that, when Ryan goes into like program computer mode, like the glint of his glasses is just completely full of reflected light. Just not like a little bit, like sometimes in anime, but like the entire
Entirely black.
lens. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just completely blue
Mhm.
light. Okay, cool. I'm going to look with that. I'm going to see if I can pair up those first two numbers, which were 8, 3 for me, and my blood type to see.
So all it
If
says right there is participant.
just
And
participant.
then just blood type. So it's like on one of the first monitors. On another monitor, you see a double helix kind of spinning around in a circle. Another monitor has pulse, same thing, participant. And this one actually it's the up and down like an EK or the like pulse or the heart monitor, sorry. So like it says participant and it's the heart monitor and it has that for several people. That looks like it's a recording. Like they all look like they're recording, but those kind of play over and over a period of time. So you don't think what's showing right there for that is live.
Okay. I'm assuming is there any sort of like keyboard access like that I can like type or any sort of like can I move
Not here
away?
where you
Not
not here where you can see.
Okay. Okay. Then I'm just gonna kind of keep looking around. I'll let other
Mhm.
people do something, but I'm gonna be kind of just taking notes, being ready for if we do find a keyboard.
Um as you guys start to look around some more, you hear that phone ring again. Um, and the music gets turned down. Bon Jovi, quiets out. Phone rings a couple more times, and then um, you hear like the phone like get slammed as it's picked up as the receiver is picked up. In only the way like a phone from the 80s or 90s can, like the big like conference business phones. Like so that receiver seems like it slams up against like a filing cabinet. And you hear a man say really gruffly, "Hello? For the last time, Tony." And then like he gets interrupted. "For the last time, I don't give a damn about the gaming division." And then there's like quiet for a
Oh.
second. And this is the best opportunity to get the data from the kids. This is crucial to the biometrics division. I don't give a shit about what you need, Tony. And
Hey, Tony, what's going on? Sorry.
and like there's a couple like so like there's quiet, but it's like you can hear that there's yelling on the other side. And then finally, like this person says, "Go ahead and take it up to your manager. Let me know when you get through all that red tape," and then slams the phone down and then cranks the radio back up.
Oh man, I see why you like these conspiracy theories. They're all true. I've been fired today, guys.
It's true.
They're all true.
I don't like that guy very much.
So who is the one that's brave enough to like look past like this wall of monitors?
Kind of our leader.
Yeah, I mean, I will. Will I understand any of the tech I see? No, but I will get a lay of the land for sure.
That's a
So
good point. I'll be ready to go second.
Yeah, like I
If
can get the
need
lay
be.
of the land. I can see what's going on. I won't know what I'm looking at though.
So you like look around, just do kind of like a tuck in look. This is a really like large rectangular building or room. There's a couple more of these like almost full wall shelves. In the very back corner, you see like these servers. And there's servers and like a phone and all this like other machinery, and there's a man standing back there. And he like touches something, and then he goes and sits down in an office chair and kicks his feet up.
Back to
Um,
us or facing?
uh, he's facing towards you, not seeing you,
Mhm.
facing towards you for a moment. Um, but after you get a good like sight of him, he turns around. And it's this just guy in business casual sort of wear with a black like turtleneck on, wearing khaki pants, um, looking just like GQ over here. Um, and he kind of turns away. He's not looking at where y'all are as he sits down, and he's like, he picked up a phone, made a call, and but you guys didn't. There was nothing said, and then he hung up, and now he's like looking at some stuff on this desk.
Okay, angry dudes over there sitting down. There looks to be just more of these things.
Do you see a keyboard?
Yeah.
Is he sitting at a computer?
Is he sitting at the computer or?
No, the servers are around him. And he's sitting at a desk. Otto, you're kind of looking around, but still kind of back some. Up, hanging on the wall on a like a coat hook, is that ugly neon jacket.
Oh, guys, I point to the jacket. I'm like, guys, it's him.
Oh, so you've kicked
No
his ass
wonder.
one
The
time. We can
dude.
do it again, right?
But John's not here. John sounded very crucial.
It was a distraction.
We have a dog.
So,
That's a very
So-
big distraction.
what we're gonna do is go into the actual extended trouble
Hmm.
of this scene, this game, this mystery. So I'm going to walk you through it since it's all our first time. So at a crucial moment of a mystery, trouble can be so climatic that the kids have to come up with a plan and work together. A single dice roll is not enough.
Okay.
This is extended trouble. So the game master, that's me, declares what is at stake and what will happen if the kids fail. What is at stake here is if this equipment is continued to run, the tournament will not happen, and the loop will have the biometrics division of the loop will have collected data on all of the kids and adults that have been playing games at the bench. So those two things. I set the threat level. So we're going to set this at 12 successes. That's 3 times the number of kids is considered a hard task. And then the kids get to make a plan. The kids decide what they want to do, agree on which skill each one will use, and in what order. They will then act to make their roll. The kids get to choose which skills to use, but I can disallow them if they don't sound reasonable in this situation. Then we play the scene as normal. Successes go towards reaching the threat level, but can also be used for bonus effects. Remember that some of you do have bonus like dice that can be used in these rolls. If there is time, a kid may roll lead to create that dice pool that I talked about earlier. Um,
Oh,
um, Instead of adding towards the threat. So like you can make one, you could do that dice pool now, or you could do it during this scene.
Like, do
Um,
both, like, do lead, but then also whatever skill I take in the thing, or?
so you could do lead now and give out like a pool of dice that could be considered successes right now, or during the scene. You could add to the dice pool of like bringing the threat number down, basically.
Does your pride add into
but
anything, or is that just for you to know who you are? Because I see there's a little check mark next to it, and I don't know what that's for.
Your pride.
Because mine is I'm in it for the
Well,
thrill, and this is
there's a
thrilling.
mechanic to it. Once per mystery, you may check your pride to get one automatic success in a dice roll. You can check your pride after a failed roll or even after a successful roll in order to get an extra success.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to do something thrilling. All right.
Let me get back to extended trouble really quick. So just the big part because it involves conditions. Each kid rolls once, pushing rolls if they want to. When all of your scenes are over, the total number of sixes is compared to the threat level. So if the final sum of the sixes are less than half of the threat level, the kids have failed completely.
mm,
If the number of successes reaches half or more of the threat level, the kids can check additional conditions to get more sixes in order to reach a compromise. Each added condition counts as an extra success. So during the scene, you can roll your dice. If you don't get any successes, you can mark a condition to re-roll. If at the end of all this, you guys are at half of the threat level, you can mark a condition to get an additional success. And
By
then
just one or however many we choose.
however many you choose, you can push yourself into broken if
Okay.
you want to. I will, yeah. Then the last one is if the kids reach the threat level without without having the need to check extra conditions, the kids achieve their goal and overcome the trouble. So if you can hit 12 out of the gate, great. If not, we'll go into other things. I will just add lastly to all of this, should you succeed and survive this, the next probable scene would be the arcade and the tournament.
Mm.
Though you might have time to go get some of your conditions cleared.
okay, so
That was a lot
let's
of
group
talking.
up.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
No,
let's
that's good.
group up. What are we trying to make happen right now? Because I'm thinking Scout and I can be a diversion, a 1000%. Force, Scouts involved. We got this guy. Can I do a diversion? What are we thinking?
So, two questions. I guess one to Ryan, one to God in this world. Ryan, which may also be a God question. Does it look like we can just like fuck up these machines and the information's gone, or do you need to do tech stuff? Like, can we start pulling wires?
I definitely need Heather to fix this, but I feel like pulling wires is probably
Like old school, does it transmit anywhere? Is it all still here?
Well, I also
Yeah.
want to delete the data. I don't want child data.
Yeah,
anywhere,
that's
so.
the thing. It's like,
Good
will
call.
it demolish it, or will it just take it offline and
We
the
don't have
info's still
HIPAA
there?
yet, but you're making HIPAA.
Your roll a comprehend check, Ryan.
Okay, and this isn't for our total. This is just
Nope,
for
this
the
is just me getting
normal. Okay, comprehend. Got that, please. 2.
sweet. Just messing up with the wires and taking them offline just means that they're offline for the time being.
Yeah.
This place is a transmission tower. So information here might be transmitted to the loop. With your comprehend check, you've already been able to tell that this is like recordings. So it's very possible that the recordings haven't been transmitted yet because there's not enough data to make it a considerable amount of time and money to send it to the send it to the loop.
But the recordings are stored here, so if they're lost from here, they wouldn't be able to transmit. Okay, cool.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
So it's more if we're going to mess these things up, it needs to be beyond repair, not just pulling wires.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we would have to go in and do stuff rather than just.
Second question.
Both things could happen. I will just add that. Like, one is more of a permanent-esque type of thing. One helps you tomorrow,
Right.
if that makes sense. Yeah, like it will stop recording for tomorrow.
Second question. These server racks, are they real world server racks where they are bolted to the ground, or are they movie server racks where they can be pushed over?
That's a good question. Roll me a 1d6. 1 to 3, they're normal. 4 to 6, they're movie.
4.
They're movie. These dumb fucks.
I'm just saying we could have a really cool Mummy definitely hasn't happened yet, but for meta Mummy moment of pushing all the do. Anyway, go on.
Mm-hmm.
I like dog, very distracting. Do you like that? I'm going to leave it to Otto and Ryan and what y'all think maybe on the more intricate things, because I can start pushing stuff over or smashing my hockey stick into important circuitry. But that is a slower process. I don't know how long this distraction is, but I can. Or is there like key? Can you tell? Like, is there key places? I don't know. Like, is it this whole room we have to screw up, or is there one particular one that looks?
I have
So,
a question. So Otto doesn't know a lot about electronics, right?
okay.
But he does know one thing. He does know that if you have the TV player and the blender and the toaster on at the same time, it goes bad.
Mhm.
Okay, so can we do an investigate to see maybe we can overload and fry these bad boys? Like, is there a
One,
fuse breaker somewhere we can like
Ooh.
really mess this up?
I would say that your tinkerer would need to make a check.
So
Just- So
go
whoever has
tinker,
tinker.
go gadget tinkerer.
Is that a specific skill?
Yeah, tinker is a
Yeah,
skill. Rich
and
just
I
rolled.
got no success on it. so
Could
I'm
I
gonna
try
put-
2, or is that just a flat fail?
Let's flat fail that. So
By the way,
yep,
I did the reroll with the luck, and it went really well.
yep, you got
Okay.
2. So
Like to be
It's nice. My luckies have been good except for the first one.
used my one.
okay, you see that there is some tech, kind of like there's a surge protector that's overloaded. How about that? Like there's much like probably my office, there's like a surge protector plugged into a surge protector plugged into the wall. So Mike's like, do I need to come into your office?
I'm beginning to think that maybe I should. You could just get one with a longer cord.
Anyway, so you can tell that
I
like
have one right here.
you can tell that there's some you don't necessarily need you could unplug it and yeah, whatever. But you could also like do some things to the surge protector or to the not the surge protector. They're not surge protectors, they're just extension,
Even better, they
extenders.
don't have surge protectors.
Yeah,
'cause
they
it's
don't
the
have surges
80s.
on that, surge
Yeah,
protectors
yeah,
on
yeah.
them. You do think that you could mess with these, Rich, or Larry, to cause problems across a couple of like these server racks. And that may go far enough to also help short circuit things so that that data can't be transmitted.
Ryan has a multi-tool,
I do.
and there has to be some excess wire we can strip and work with. So I bring him over, explain the situation, maybe share a success with him on creation of
Mhm.
this short circuiting tool.
Yep, you can give a success to another kid, so you'll have a bonus. So I think okay, so Larry and Scout are gonna make a diversion. Tanya is going to push over some of these racks. What are Otto and Ryan going to do for this extended trouble?
Okay, so is there anything we need to get off of this guy while he's distracted or get out of that area he's in? Because I have a bonus to that, and I can like smash and grab type thing from the first time that I whooped him with that 4 successes. So
So, you know that this is probably the biometrics division or someone that works within it, who is up against the video game division. Um, so anything that you could grab off of this guy that might suggest that he's trying to tamper with another division's work might be helpful, and that might be on the desk he's sitting at. Um, or like, so I said that there was like a coat on like the coat rack, but on the like back of the chair is like a sport coat. Um, that is definitely what like that is definitely one of those coats that someone like flings over their shoulder and like holds like this. Like like he tried to do with the other jacket that didn't
Mhm.
work. So you do know that there might be information that you could use to like help the arcade/gaming division
oh
if
yeah,
you
because
so wanted to.
we have definitely chosen sides, and our side is definitely the gaming section. We are
Mhm,
here on out. There the biometrics is right up there with state of crap. I mean, we are not friends.
mhm,
So Otto's gonna definitely like turn his backpack around so it's on his chest, so he can
mhm,
just like start shoveling things into the backpack when he gets over
mhm.
there. Yeah, we're prepping
So
for this.
okay, so Tanya's going to use force. Rich, you're going to use move, I think.
Okay.
Unless there's a different skill that you want to use.
I like move. I got some points in there.
You got points in move? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Um, auto, that could be an investigate, that could be a calculate. Oh wait,
I'm gonna
don't roll
go
yet, Rich.
investigate.
We're not there
Oh,
yet.
don't roll yet? I'm sorry.
That's good.
Can I redo?
So,
Can we pretend I didn't hit that button?
yes, we can completely pretend you didn't hit that button.
Okay, thank you.
So investigate works for you, Mike.
Investigate works.
Okay, so then Ryan, what are you going to do?
Good. I don't know. So now that I have this short circuit tool, could I use program to do anything with it, or tinker?
You can. What's your better skill, programmer, tinker?
Program. Let me double check. My best skill is.
Yeah, you can use program because it's like disabling an alarm or an electronic lock, confusing or controlling robots,
Okay.
operating
Yeah.
strange objects. Like, yeah, you can totally.
And could I use my multi tool with that?
Yeah, you'll be able to.
Cool.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. Then
If anyone can find a reason
I
to
get a
use their.
bonus. I get a bonus for bringing Scout into this, don't I?
Yeah, +2.
Yep.
Yes, I'm
Okay, I
100%
forgot.
putting my skates back on because that's when I feel my toughest. And I am bringing out my full on roller derby dream girl
Yeah.
as I'm going to be zipping in and out, trying to get to the best angle, get on my toes with my little stoppers and lean back on some things.
Awesome.
But I want to huddle us all up first. Team
Mhm.
huddle.
Yeah.
Team huddle,
Okay.
y'all, while we're talking all
Okay.
this out.
Okay,
We're
so
having
hold
a
on,
huddle.
hold on though.
Mhm.
If you do this lead and you fail it,
I know I'm going to be hurting.
you're gonna negative us
I
all. right?
already-
Oh, negative
already
assault? I
have-
thought I just took a condition.
If you fail to
we-
lead, you must check a condition and ask the other kids how the relationship has been hurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
So
the
our relationship is negative, but the only negative person is
It's like, yeah, because I'm fine with taking
plus
a
I think you have a
condition.
luck at least. Yeah.
And I mean, I'll have 5 die for mine. So even if I take a condition, I feel
this
safe.
speech.
Yeah.
And again, well, the music's playing. You know what?
Yeah, what? What's the song?
We Will Rock
It's
You
vibing. Oh,
has
okay.
come
Yeah.
on.
That's right. That sounds about right.
Oh no, it's gonna be good.
right.
It's gonna be good because we're gonna
I
do all
am
of our
tired.
things
Which
in
means
beat.
We Are the Champions is coming up soon.
Yeah.
So
I had to do this while we were doing it. I looked up the question of like how many like 5-year-old or 5th graders could you take. There are too many quizzes to take that test. There's like at least 6 that I saw. Just saying. I'm sorry. I just had to just let the world know that because I can't be the only one with that info.
thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Tanya, how do you lead
Yeah.
your team?
Huddle us all up. Okay, guys. You know, I'm gonna set this up in a way that if I fall, I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna be upset because I'm gonna be real emotional. Okay, guys. We've had some good adventures, some crazy summers, some even crazier winters. This moment could mean everything. Because, guys, I'm about to go to middle school, high school. What age are we now? I'm about to go to high school. I'm going to get to be in actual sports. We're not going to get to hang out much anymore. And, like, this is going to be one of those moments that we're never going to forget. And you know what? We're going to save our freaking arcade. And everyone probably won't know because I feel like this is a thing we shouldn't tell people. But people would totally love us if they knew. And also, like,
Fire Club.
Gary's having, like, a really hard time. And, like, it would mean a lot to our family if he doesn't lose his job. So I think this is our not our last hurrah, but like one big bang. Because when are we gonna get an experience like this ever again until we deal with Otto's ghost, which is still on the itinerary?
Roll that lead.
Let's do this.
Don't fail me, dice. Don't fail me, dice.
I need to change my answer if you do fail my original.
No!
speech.
No
Oh,
success!
fuck.
You have luck?
No, I already used it to sneak.
You have no
Can
more
I
luck?
give her one
No,
of my
I
luck?
just have one luck. I'm old. I'm about to go to high
You
school.
only have one? Oh,
Yeah, I'm
you're
about to age
old,
out.
That's why.
Mhm.
I feel
Can I use a luck? Can I give one of mine to her?
I feel that you're being smiled upon in this moment and are allowed to re-roll
Let's
by
see.
the person that is so inspired by your speech. And the fact that now we have to run a ghost story.
Yes! God damn, it's not meant! I have 5 dice! I just got real emotional because I'm just really gonna miss you guys. And what if, like, the people in high school aren't as cool as you guys, and then I'm like the weirdo?
But
I
Are
will.
we-
I will ask
You have
Otto.
inspired my dice. You have
I will
inspired my
say,
dice.
Otto, you said you wanted to spend that you would give a luck to
I'll give one to her. Yes.
what do you like grab her arm? Do you tell her what do you say
Give
like
her your Lucky's rabbit
like
foot.
how do you help her do this?
Otto's there, and he's got its backpack around backwards. He's got he is ready for this, and he's psyching himself up. And he sees, and she's getting a little emotional, and he looks at her, and Oma takes a hold of him, and he just smacks her across the face. Get a hold of yourself.
I'm like,
This is serious.
Roll it again and add a +1.
oh, I just hit reroll. Let me roll it for real.
Yeah, re-roll the whole just roll +1. If it doesn't work this time, then I don't know what
It's just not. I'm not meant to. This is my second highest skill. I don't know why I can't roll a success on it. There we go!
Finally, yeah, baby.
You just smack me, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, fuck that. I'm badass. It's gonna be super cool when I go to high school, and I'm not gonna forget you guys. We all live close to each other. We're gonna have so
we
many
are
more.
champions.
We are the champions. I'm getting really loud now, so we should probably go.
So Taylor, you have 6 dice, basically.
Mhm.
Now, they're not successes, they're dice. So they
Okay.
add to a person's pool. You are the one that gives them out. And it suggests that it's that you are leading them, so you kind of like help tell them what to do potentially. So these do have to be spent as part of a roll, not after.
After. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So I believe that we're going to start at the top with the diversion. As that's how
Ready?
And I have
diversions
6.
work.
I have 6 to use.
All
You
right.
have 6. Yes.
Take 2 extra
I have
dice.
6. I have 2 already from Scout helping. So
Mhm.
do I add 2 more or just 1 more?
2 more.
2
Well,
more.
whatever
2
Taylor
more.
gives
You can have 2 of the 6.
All right, I'm putting 4 in. Boy, I never leave anywhere without a little chicken feed. And just like with Scout, I got a little couple biscuits that he likes to have. So I
Mhm.
crumble them up to where they're really small pieces. And I see old Jeremy Smith sitting over there, right? I'm trying to create my distraction.
Mhm.
And as I pop out, I go, "Gotcha, mother!" And I throw all that stuff over on him, like completely. He's all lounging back. He's got his hand in his pocket. He's all
Mhm.
Steve Jobsing it up. He doesn't know who Steve Jobs is, but I throw all that on him. I go, "Scout, get your treats! Get your treats, Scout! Get your treats!" And this is then what happens. Oh my God!
You can spend a point of luck or take a condition to reroll.
I'm taking a condition. I'm out of luck. I'm
Okay.
going to take a condition called broken.
No, you can't take broken. It's the last one.
Okay. I'm going to take
And you don't want to take broken because it means you've filled
upset.
up all the conditions.
I'll take upset.
Okay,
I'll take
you're
upset.
upset that that shit didn't work.
Reroll.
Don't reroll. Oh no, okay, it did work. Okay. Woo!
3 successes. I'm keeping the reroll.
Okay. I didn't think it was gonna roll all 10 dice, but it did. All
It did roll all 10.
So 3
So
successes.
100%, and if Scout is all over him trying to get those bits of things, I just move in with my little jujitsu kick because they opened up that new Taekwondo studio, Cobra
Mhm.
Kai, and I've been going. So I just sneak up and I'm like, "What?" And I do like a leg sweep.
Yeah. So you throw this stuff on Jeremy, and he's very looks up to see if the ceiling, and then he's attacked by a dog. As Scout just pounces him and pushes him off this rinky ass rolling chair that he was on, flat onto the ground, and Scout is just all over him trying to eat everything.
Yes.
And lick and tickle Jeremy as
Because
he tries
Scout's
to get
not a bad
away.
dog. Scout doesn't bite people.
No, he's
But
just
we're
trying
a
to get the
distraction.
food.
We're a
Yeah.
distraction. Right.
Yeah, and then you
Little
kind of
flea bites.
get up in the way as well, so that Jeremy really can't see what else is going on around him. So who's going next?
Well, I think that as soon as that distraction happens, so I was gonna say that Otto would go in there, but I assumed that Rich is gonna run like hell, and this guy is gonna
Well, no, Larry said that he's getting up on him and
Oh, okay.
getting
I'm Cobra
getting in the
Kai. I'm
way.
Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
I'm
So
I'm all leg sweeping. Sweep the leg. Sweep the leg, Johnny.
well, he's already on the floor and he's trying to roll.
Oh, okay.
Or, he's trying to get away from Scout, which is continuing to force him further away from the desk where he was sitting at. Otto.
Then I'm going in. I'm going in.
Okay, roll an investigate.
Take two.
Okay. So I get 1 for doing. I get a bonus on any smash and grab type rushing thing.
Yep.
I get a +1 info from the pulse blood pressure thing. Can I use that to maybe grab anything that I recognize?
Yep.
So there's 2 there, then 2 from her. So that's 4.
Mhm.
1.
If you get
Yep.
okay, Jesus, thank God it's 1. Because
I'm
if you
gonna.
had 0, I would just be like, "What is happening here?"
Can I wait and see how we do on the other rolls before I decide if I use luck to Try that again.
Oh,
1 second.
Because we need more than 6.
You need
we
12.
need more than 6.
Oh, we need
12
12
total. But to beat the thing where we
yeah,
can
we
do
got
some sort of like
3 so
compromiser
far,
thing,
3.
we need 6.
Gotcha.
Oh, I totally did this wrong last time. You can only spend more. You can't spend more than 1 luck point on a single die roll.
Oh,
Oh,
well, we
okay.
homebrewed this. We've homebrewed
Yeah.
it.
Yep, we have. Um,
It's for the story.
it says you can spend a luck point after a failed dice roll. So you'd have to re-roll the whole. I would let you do it, but you'd have to re-roll the whole roll, and you wouldn't keep 1 success.
Okay, so let's wait and see how the other rolls go before I do. Can I do that? Can I wait and see
Yeah,
what?
I'll let it happen.
Gamble.
Sure. Okay, so hold on. Let me narrate that really quick. You do run up to the desk, and there's lots of papers and printouts. With the you remember the old reams of paper that
Oh, yeah.
were
Got
fed
it.
into a machine?
Yeah, they
Um,
had tractor feeds on the side.
Yeah,
Right?
do you know I worked
They
at
have
a
the little hole.
business. I worked at a business 4 years ago that still used that type of printer for some
Wow.
reports that were sent out.
For
Anyway,
super fast printing, good idea.
I mean, expensive though. Um, Anyway, you run up there and you see these different papers. There's a lot of things that say participant, participant, participant. And then you notice a couple of kids' names from school on there, along with their zip codes. Do you see that? You see some written out notes that talk about the biometrics division and what they are trying to accomplish by putting this stuff into the outer loop machine. Now, right now, with the 1 success, you would be able to grab 1 set of documentation from the desk. So it would be the participant information or this book of the plan. And then there's a third thing that you haven't identified, but it's in a black journal and as well. So who's going next?
I can go next.
Okay.
Me
Okay.
too.
So, okay. So I have +2 from my multi-tool,
Mhm.
+2 from Taylor. Could I
Ooh.
use a +1
Hold on 1
from...
second.
Oh, sure. Sorry.
Remember guys that you can check your pride at any time. And that helps you succeed on a roll.
Okay.
Okay, so what does that do again?
You may check your pride to get an automatic success in a dice roll. You can check your pride
That's
after a
right.
failed roll or even after a successful roll in order to get an extra success. So with Rich with his 3, if he were to check his pride, he'd get an additional 1.
And do we have to do this before the die is made?
Because you can do it whether you succeed or fail.
Okay, so I'm going to wait till after. So I have +2 from my multi-tool, +2 from Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of these count? Comprehend the data device, +1, +1 to arcade bench info, or +1 to machine and dongle bit is what I wrote.
The third one does.
Okay,
So
so it's
plus 1
5
from that.
total.
Mhm.
Okay, so let me, this is going to be program, 5 die, submit. 3 successes. That's
Out of 12.
good. That's good. Out of 12. Oops, sorry. Out of 12.
So you guys are
Okay.
at 7 right now if we only count the 1 success from Otto.
I so my pride is different because of the way I think.
Mhm.
I am going to click that just for a 4th one.
Okay. So tell me what you do with your multi-tool, how you
Yep.
are different and how you do what you make happen basically.
So what I'm gonna try to do is I've kind of been piecing all these kind of information together. The dongle bit and machine that we kind of troubleshot together, just the general experiences that we've had. Larry and I kind of building this little kind of short circuit device. My tool, which is I think a very important part of me, my previous experiences with computers, and kind of all this is kind of getting together of like, I need to do this now,
Mhm.
and I'm the only one in this team that can do it. And so I kind of go in and start working what I love
Yeah.
doing. Yeah.
So you like take all of that and you're like, I know I can do this. And you start like at first you're like, I'll just jam my multi-tool into it. And then you're like, nah, wait, I can make it better. And so what you do instead is like you there's like I don't even know how this works. There's like a little screw you can take the panel off, and you're like, oh, there's all like that circuitry. And then you're like, oh, if I put this wire on that, lots of bad things are gonna happen. Um, and so that's what you do. You move you kind of snip a wire and then you put it on that, and then you feel like you're not hurt by it, but you feel this like electricity go through the wires
What?
and you like see a couple of monitors like they don't exactly explode, but you can hear the pop, right? Like as like they start to go like offline. And then like you also so you see it, you hear and see it first in the monitors, and then you can start hear this like popcorning noise throughout some of the other electronics in the room.
Cool. And while he's doing it, he's just kind of saying like splice to himself, just because it just sounds cool. And also, only one lens is lit up. So because there's no monitor, it can't be both, but
Right,
only
just the
one lens.
one. Mhm.
Because this is what he's loving. This is what he loves to do. So that's what he's doing.
Awesome. All right, Tay, what's Tanya doing?
All right. Caesar, friends roll out, start a good distraction, and she is going to start kind of skating by some of these and like shoulder check some, maybe try to get her hockey stick under and like get off balance, just as much kind of rushing and pushing focus camera as she can do.
Do it.
Is she living on the edge or for the thrill?
Oh, she is living for the thrill. This is
So we'll
what
check
she
your
wants
pride
to
at the
do.
end. Well, we'll see what if you succeed or fail. Do you have any bonus dice other than your item?
Nope, just my item. I didn't get any bonus dice last time, so we're just going with it. I didn't ask any questions.
All good.
Okay. Only one.
Okay. You have one now. You can check your pride
Pride.
to reroll, or you can add a success.
Hold on. Let me do my
What does that bring
reroll.
us to?
Oh,
So
check
right
your pride. I
now-
see that on the character sheet. Yes.
So you're at 7. You're at 8 right now with Mike's one
Oh,
success.
Sweet.
Right. And so if Ryan and Larry both check their pride, that gets us to 10.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Ryan. I thought Ryan checked his.
I
Pride.
did.
Okay.
Ryan already
check it.
checked his pride.
So
To
that
bring you to
gets- let me
3, or
reroll.
does that bring you 4?
It brought him to 4.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Rich, what's your pride?
I will check my pride
What is
because
your pride?
I want to help other people.
Oh,
And
okay.
going
Well,
in first as
Yeah.
my diversionary tactic completely fills that role because I
Mhm.
want to help my team. I had this great speech the other day. Actually, just this day, I was sitting outside the fence, and Taylor told me about being part of a team and being everyone together. And it reminded me of the farm. You know, these animals, it's an ecosystem. We're all together. We make each other come together alive. Pride, check.
okay. So we're at 8 with just Rich and Gavin. So we're at 10 with just the single success rolls from Tay and Mike.
And
Okay, so
11
let me
because my
reroll.
pride. But yeah, I would also, if I could, take an exhausted condition. Maybe push it.
Okay, so I rerolled that got me 2. And
Wait, so you're at
then
10? You're
So-
actually at sorry, go ahead. I was gonna say you're at 12 as long as Taylor's
My pride is
checks her pride.
Yeah, my pride is it. I am in it for the thrill, baby. This is thrilling.
So you guys
yeah.
are at 12.
So I'll check my pride as well. So that gets us to 12, right?
No, you're at 12
without the pride.
without you having to check your pride. You can get the extra success, like extra.
But what would that get us?
You would be able to get all 3 things off of the desk.
Oh, I'm going to do that.
even.
I'm going to do that. Because my pride is that almost says that I'm the most curious boy ever. So
Yeah,
I
you
can't
are.
not give in at this point in time and grab everything. That's just how that works.
Yep. Cool.
Such
Okay.
Tanya's just screaming, and now that all the like servers have been dumped over, she's just jamming the end of her hockey stick into random pieces of computer.
And then because it worked so perfectly the last time, as soon as he gets everything and he looks back at Ryan and he thinks Ryan's done, he yells, "Scatter!"
So, okay, so let me describe the scene of chaos. Larry ran in, took these biscuits that he had, threw them on Jeremy, which caused Scout to jump onto Jeremy and knock him out of the chair, and then caused Jeremy to start rolling around on the ground as Scout was trying to get to the treats. And, then he thought it was playtime because this is how, him and Larry, like, play fight and stuff. So Scout wouldn't get off the man. Larry came over and started like Cobra Kai kicking, kind of at Jeremy, which made him just like fetal position because what the fuck. And so Jeremy was distracted by that. And then Otto like ran up to the desk and he saw all these papers and he was just like, you know what? Fuck it. And he like scooped all of them up and put them into his backpack. And then zipped it up really quick and like ran back out because as he was doing that, Ryan like had come in and saw this like long like extension cords running throughout the area, horrible cable management. And then you all heard this like popcorning noise of just different electronics like going off and like definitely having electrical damage to them that is going to cause them to never work again. This shit's all going to get parted out. And as that starts to happen and like some smoke and smell starts, like burning smell starts to come out, Tanya has like skated her way in and has been shoulder checking these like huge like computer bays and data like storage devices and just knocking them over, which is causing things to crash and burst, and it's loud and it's cacophonous and it's chaos in here. And you hear the fire alarms start to go off because that's kind of sensed this smoke in here, and you hear something on this level open. Like you hear like a door open. And a bright light is back in the hallway. That leads out towards the east, much like that one upstairs did. So you get all the things, you like get Larry and Scout away from this man that is on the floor not knowing what the fuck is going on, and you guys leave this room and start running towards where this fire door had opened up. I said more open up this way. So there's this ramp leading up. And it actually, as you run up it at just as fast as you can, it exits out into the wrecker's yard that's like, I don't know, a mile away. Not a mile, that's too far. Like a neighborhood over from where you all are. And you come out and it's like you didn't realize how long you had been down there. It's like 7:00 at night, getting darker. And this just like fire door has opened up and led into the middle of this wrecker's yard. There's a bunch of like old cars and parts and stuff around you. And as you exit into the yard, all of you at once, the water system starts and just you can hear it pouring down rain. Not rain, but water in the area, which you guys know, the ones that have electronic experience know that shit's ruined.
It's
Especially now and all
ruined
the
because I
you
ruined
ruined it.
it.
Now it's extra ruined. And you guys are now just he didn't see you and you escaped.
High five, everybody. We gotta keep going. We gotta. Arcade?
Arcade.
We're doing it.
I haven't quite figured it out, but Ryan is going to show some sort of emotional aspect of him after all this that he does not usually do. He either will be like really loud and excited or something. I haven't quite figured it out, but he shows some sort of emotional, like emotionality that he doesn't usually do.
I
which
think
may
maybe
throw some of you
Tanya
off.
will kind of like feed off of that like vibe, and then I'll be like, Ryan, you fucking ready to kick everybody's butt in that arcade tournament? Because guess what? There's not going to be any weird loop tech. You're going to be able to kill it. We're going to... I don't even know what the prize was. I was gone the first day. But I'm sure it's really cool.
It's a console. Yeah, it's going to be our console. It's our console.
Oh, it's our console. That's the first time that Ryan has acknowledged that there is an hour to this console that he wanted to take apart since the first game.
I pick him up
so
in
you
a big
guys,
hug. And I'm
there's
like,
a
"Let's
big
go."
hug. Ah. You guys,
Emotionality drained.
yeah. You guys run to the arcade bench where it is very hoppin' tonight because the tournament's tomorrow, and they're setting stuff up for that. There's a couple other workers here, but there's like as you're coming up, like when you were here earlier, there was a mood and it was like sad and depressed, and you can feel it like a buzz in the air as you guys get to the arcade bench. There's a bunch of people around the outer loop game. There's cheering, there's high fives. You guys walk in, you see Gary is just smiling brighter than the Joker. He's just so happy. The game is working the way it should.
I noticed one of the high scored champs, Straggart, is over there. And I know we have to block him out and get him off the game.
You gonna
Like,
whack somebody?
I whack somebody.
No, he's got to. Maybe Scout can block him out. Maybe we
Oh.
can take out one of the high scored
No.
champs.
I see what you're saying.
I can take him. I just
Okay,
need my
you can take him.
my family. Yeah, I just need the group with.
All right. So you get back to the arcade. People are happy. Like, this is a great atmosphere. There's sodas all around. You guys
Sugar
have
high.
succeeded in getting the game working again. Congratulations.
Time to win the tournament.
So we're going to go into the epilogue. So you guys are at the arcade the next day. The tournament started at 10. So many people from across Boise are there to play in this tournament. Ryan included among them. And it really is a top score tournament. And so it's like the game was reset and everyone's just trying to get the high score, going up against each other all day. And it is like 7:00 at night and people are still playing. By now, the person that is from the loop. I'm in my notes. Sorry. The person from the loop is there now that you're basically almost to the end of the tournament. He has introduced himself as Tony Randers, wearing some just fancy looking, like a jean jacket. Like, he looks cool. Like, he doesn't look like an asshole, or he looks like a guy that would understand how important it is to win this arcade system.
He could be on F Boy Island right now. I'm just telling you. I'm looking at that picture. He could be on F Boy
Oh,
Island.
there's a picture.
Yeah. It's I shared it in.
Oh my god, look at those cheekbones.
I know.
Yeah.
Dimples?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But he is also really friendly and really nice to the kids and really nice to Gary, really nice to the owner. He like is talking about the games, like he's knowledgeable. Like this guy lives and breathes video games and he is happy to bring them to people.
Billy Mitchell.
Yeah. So he is there. You guys are playing. It's getting down to the wire. It's 9:00 at night. Now your parents know that you're staying out late because there's this tournament.
Gary's my ride anyway, so.
And so you're down to the last 2 players. It's been all night, all day, all night. It is. What is that, Gavin? You're muted.
Oh no, I'm nervously talking to myself, so that was muted on purpose because I'm actually nervous right now.
So it's Ryan versus Gary. Last
Gary, you're going
games of
down.
last games of the night.
I am out of all luck and points and help.
I'm gonna shit talk Gary just like a little too hard, like only the way family could. Like it's a little too rude, but we love each other.
Yeah, deep, a little too deep for kind of a public setting, but you guys know each other.
Yeah. So here's what we're going to do. First, I'm gonna ask if Taylor wants to lead again.
Yes, I do. I will take so many conditions to get wins for my boy.
Okay. So I will. What's the speech? What's this? And yeah, it's coming down to like the last high score, like 2 out of 3. Like it is, we are down to the whoever gets the last high score wins the damn thing.
All right. She starts talking in a lot of sports metaphors and then realizes what she's doing and stops with the like, you got to beat the bug. She stops. Okay. Look, I've been talking a lot about teams and teamwork and how we are all teams. But you know what? Your skills in this game go above and beyond. And we are here to pump you up, to make sure you know how freaking awesome you are at this game. And you know what's going to be awesome? Is when we all get to go back to the hideout. Actually, probably not. I don't think there's. When we trade going to each other's houses or wherever it is we choose to go, we are going to be able to play this game together. You're freaking awesome. Remember, up, down, left, right, whatever.
But in the background going, I need a sentimental man or woman.
To bump me up.
Yeah, we are like so many pixie sticks into the night.
So many Cokes. So many.
Yeah,
so many
I've just been jumping over the counter and refilling my Coke when Gary's not looking. I've also passed.
Gary's busy.
Yeah, exactly.
You're fine.
And so,
Like,
probably 95% of the children here are not paying for their drinks because Tanya just keeps getting them.
That's fine.
Okay. Freaking kidding me! Why can't I do this?
Oh my god.
I'm exhausted.
Wait.
I'm tired. I'm feeling down.
Mark a condition.
Taking a condition.
It's been a long day. I'm like, you know, ooh, man.
God, that sugar rush is coming down.
Yeah, but you, that little character is you, and you're gonna shoot the things. I already lost lead. Okay.
I'm not gonna. This isn't a team one, right? This is just. Is this? Oh, it is. Okay, never mind.
Okay, so you get.
Love the glasses.
I have a bright.
Yeah.
I have a bright white screen.
Okay, so you get an additional.
Your future's so bright.
Yeah, look
You
at
get
that.
an additional
What is that,
2 successes.
Oh, cool. Okay.
No,
and then
I'm
let me-
sorry.
2
You
dice.
get 1 success. You get an
One
additional
success?
success.
Okay, so just so I have everything prepared, I also have a +1 to comprehend the data device and a +1 on the arcade bench info. Do any of those help me?
I'll give you 1 for the arcade bench. Actually, I'll give you both of them. It's fine.
Yes. Okay, and this is
How many
program.
dice?
So this is going to be +1 from Taylor, and then +2. So overall +3.
Okay. And
Can
what? Yep.
And this is program, right?
so
I'm looking
so
something up. 1 second.
Okay.
Go ahead,
Sure.
Mike.
Sure.
do you want me to wait or go?
Go ahead. I'm just looking something up.
So Otto, he stole all that stuff, right? It all
Mhm.
went into his backpack.
Mhm.
There's a lot of information in there.
Mm-hmm.
Can Otto find anything in that information? Help his buddy? Be like, everybody's crashing out at like 4 minutes and 32 seconds. You gotta stay calm at this point.
Roll lead as well.
Oh wow! Everybody coming around.
That might not be good. Okay.
But you could do it. Okay, you could totally do it.
I
Gary, you
believe it.
suck.
I believe in you.
Gary,
No,
remember that summer?
I have no points in that, so it was.
Fuck you.
Was there
was
something
fun.
else that would work? Do you have contact or charm?
I have empathize.
Okay, roll empathize instead. Sorry.
That's okay.
I found a perfect song. I'll maybe link
One
it in the
success.
Discord.
You take 1 success from that. Now,
Okay.
as we're sitting here pumping Gary up, by the way, Gary, I'm sorry. We're pumping Gary up. Aha.
No.
No, this backfired.
Ryan is going to be a program manipulate check, but
Okay.
not yet.
Okay.
To take a step back, Otto, you do have all of this data, and Tony is announced to everybody, like when he gets there, like because it's a big thing, and he's been very friendly and stuff. Um, you know that with some, not all, but some of the information you gathered, um, giving it to Tony, um, may be very useful for him, in regards to like everything that happened here and for helping his department further on.
Interesting.
Okay.
Will you become a part of a conspiracy?
Is there any way I could speak with Gary privately?
Gary or Tony?
Gary.
Gary, the kid that works here.
The one that we're up against.
Yes, you could.
Yes. I'm gonna pull him aside.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be, look, Gary, we want this thing. We do. We want this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know how the machine was acting weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have proof. We have proof that it was messed with by another group. Now I can give that to Tony and we're gonna get on his good side. Or I can give it to you and you can give it to Tony. So long as you throw the game.
Save the day. You saved it, Gary.
You could save imagine what this could do for you and the arcade
You could get a
for
job
running this
maybe
thing up.
at the gaming division.
I mean, yeah, you take a loss now, but that puts you way in the front.
Also, I'll
You know,
totally invite you over when we're playing it at my house.
Yeah, Ryan definitely doesn't hear any of this. He's just getting hyped up.
Roll a charm with what bonus die?
Okay. This is gonna be rough because that's a 0. So okay. One success.
So what you're up against here is Gary is an adult. An adult for what we're playing in. Adults are out of reach and out of touch.
Oh.
So you come up to him with all of this information, talking about throwing the game and everything that you found, and he looks at you and understands what you're trying to do. Like that kid in him is still there. And
You ask my mom, he's never gonna.
and you can tell that he really wants to take what you're giving to him and try and give it to the loop and move it up the chain. But what ends up kind of just winning out in his heart is two things that he tells you. It wouldn't be right for me to throw the game. It's I I couldn't live with myself if I did that. So I can't do that, Otto. But I think that I can help you give this information to Tony and him believe you and everything that happened.
Okay.
So you can see like he's definitely in that in between of an adult being responsible and a kid wanting to play the game and realizing that there's something in the middle ground there where the true adult is not going to believe you, but with that middle person in there,
Right.
they will. So
I mean, I
you make
wasn't so much looking for him throwing the game. I was looking for like a difficulty lowering.
mhm. Okay.
So
Um,
maybe we get through this together, Gary.
mhm,
But take it easy on my guy. He's been through. It's been a rough day.
mhm.
You wouldn't believe what we've been through. We are all out of luck.
He nods. But
I
it
mean, I
is
have one luck, but that's it. I think I'm the only luck in the whole group. And yeah,
I still have some luck.
okay. So, how many dice are you rolling, sir?
Oh, okay. Am I allowed to use luck if this doesn't go the way?
Yes.
Okay. I have
How
plus
many
4.
luck do you have?
I have 2.
Okay.
I have +4 bonus die, +1, +2 tinker, and a +4 mind.
It's
So I
not
have a
tinker, it's program.
program. Excuse me. Sorry, it is +2 program and a tech 5. So I have 11 die.
Okay. So we'll do it this way.
Okay.
So you can either get okay. So you can either keep the 2 luck
Hmm.
and be able to re-roll twice.
Okay.
So you'd get 3 rolls and you would take the
I'd have
last roll. The last roll basically.
Okay.
Okay. Um or you could take the 2 luck and add it as 2 bonus die,
Oh.
1 roll.
Okay.
Um and then
Those are
think the last one you can't no, then it'll just be the normal. So
okay.
I will say
Hmm.
you them you are trying to get to a number of successes.
Yeah, I would assume it wasn't just one.
Mhm.
Okay. So either I can have one roll of 13 or
Mhm.
3 rolls of 9. Let's go 3 rolls.
And you have to take the
Let's
last
go.
one.
So is it like
So
roll
what you could
if the
take
first one feels good, you stay. Roll a second
Yeah.
time, like that, and then
yeah,
you
yeah,
have up
yeah.
to
Like
3
you don't have to
chances.
roll all 3.
Yeah, okay.
But like because if you like roll the second one and you think it's good enough.
Remember, I did roll like 4 fails in a row with 10 die.
I know Rich did it too, so
I that was also basically my entire Bryce experience.
do you want to
I
know what you need to hit?
Yeah, I think that would be helpful.
You need to hit 4 successes.
All right.
on how many dice?
I have 11 right now.
Roll
That
them
I-
local so we can just lie. Just roll them local.
Oh my God,
I got
rolled
12
6.
successes.
I just got 6.
I will also let you check your pride.
Oh,
So,
okay.
okay. So, wait, hold on. You
Okay.
have 2 free successes from Tay. No, 1 free success from Tay.
Success
From
or just an extra die?
Wait, what did I say? Extended trouble?
Last time it was 2 die for each success. I rolled 3 successes and they got 6 die. This time I rolled
so you got 1 success. So it's 2 additional dice. Are you including that in your math?
So it's
I
2
don't-
dice for me, not 1.
I don't think I am, but I don't know how I got 4 because I have +2 because of the because of 1 from Taylor and then 1 from both from the arcade bench. So that's 3. I don't know where this 4th one is for.
Technically, you get 2 from me. So.
Yeah,
Oh no!
let's
Someone
take
help
it-
me! Someone help me! Didn't
Auto
didn't auto
didn't,
help
so
me?
you go
Okay, so
get
yeah, so it was. So I would have 5 if I get 2 dice from Taylor, which would be 12 die total.
without. So you could do 12 dice 3 times, or you
Mhm.
can do 14 dice once.
I'm gonna go 12 die
12
3
3
times.
is good.
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
12 die 3 times.
Okay.
Let me.
So
okay,
roll-
This is
Roll the first one.
I'm gonna start a chant as he's playing. Like
okay.
boom, boom, riot. Boom, boom,
Let's
riot.
go. Let's go. Let's go.
Rough.
So there's
Alright,
a
first
bunch of noise in the area. Like there's so much going on and it's distracting you a bit. You get pretty far in the game, but not far enough, and you take your first loss of life.
I see he's getting distracted, and then I just turn around to everybody, be like, "Shut up!"
You're the one that started the
Yeah.
chant.
Yeah.
Let the man concentrate. Everybody's like, but you started.
Shh. I'm tired.
All right, and then now for my second roll.
Yep.
Oh my god!
Ooh.
2 successes.
Yes.
Can you check your pride?
I didn't check my pride.
And
If I can't check my pride now,
Think
that
differently.
would it only get you to 3 though?
it would only give me. Let's do one more. Let's do
Hold
one
on,
more. Not
hold
check.
on.
Okay, sorry.
I just want to make sure that I'm giving you everything.
What
that
is
you-
considered a success in this game? Is it just 6s?
Yep.
Or,
Yeah, just
Okay.
6.
I was like, how the hell is it that I can roll like 4 die in Shadowrun and get so many successes?
So I will let. Okay, you died again.
Okay.
You have one more chance.
Okay.
The game, it hasn't started yet.
Mm-hmm.
I will let everybody roll their best skill as long as you hype Ryan up.
Yes.
And depending on the number of successes, we'll add those to Ryan's total amount of dice to roll for this
I'm
last
going
roll.
to calculate because I'm going to watch the screen and I'll be like, oh, Ryan, remember the left. Oh, do this, do that. So I'm going to drop a calculate. Let's see what happens. Oh, 1.
Yeah, so
Still one
it's
success.
it's 1 additional.
Um,
I'll go comprehend because I'm trying to figure things out. I try to figure out how this works.
Mhm.
2.
2 additional from.
I
Okay.
think I'm going to use my move, and I am essentially bodyguarding, and I'm pushing people back from breathing down his neck. I'm blocking glares on the screen.
Mhm.
Like I'm just like making sure absolute comfort, 0 distraction.
Get it.
Okay.
So you have an additional 4 dice from your friends
Okay. Plus on top of what I already had.
on top of everything else.
Okay, so that's additional 9 bonus die. And regardless of the outcome here, I'm going to add my pride as well, just because it
Okay.
makes sense. But I don't need to add a number for that since it's an automatic success. Okay. Whew. Hold on, I need to make sure I did the right thing. So it's program plus 9 bonus die. Jeez. This piece is cool. All right. Oh, only 3. That was my last one.
So
3 successes. So, didn't make it.
you play your heart out. You get further than you have ever gotten before. You have the highest score, and you feel really good about what you've done. And you're able to step back from the game knowing that you have the highest score and knowing that you played the best that you've ever played.
Hmm.
Gary is the last one up. And he dies quickly on the first level, or on his first life. And the second one, he gets pretty close to you. And you can see that he like psychs himself up and just concentrates, and he looks up and he sees the owner of the arcade, who just gives him a little bit of a nod, a bit of a smile. And with that energy, he goes to the game and demolishes everybody's score.
No.
He, with this just instilled courage from the owner of the store, with everybody watching, it's like almost like the first time that he has felt successful in something. And that while you guys realize that you're not going to win, you don't know it now, but you'll know it when you're older, that this was a moment that Gary was able to shine, something he's going to remember, that you guys are going to remember. And this may have set him on a new path in his life. The game ends when he runs into an asteroid, but the high score blinks up on the screen and there's cheers and not necessarily boos, but groans. And of course, the person that works at the arcade is the one to win. But mainly there's a lot of just yelling and cheering. It has been a long day. So many pixie sticks have been eaten. So many Cokes have been drank.
My tummy hurts
So much
bad.
sugar.
So many people have upset stomachs. But in the end, everyone does celebrate as this new piece of tech, this beautiful, shining tech of an at-home console system, is shown off and given to Gary. And it is an amazing thing to see. And though it's sad that you guys didn't win, it's awesome that you got to see this. As you came in second place, Tony does come up to you and shake your hand, Ryan, and you did really well. It was so close. I could really see you concentrating on it. You did a great job. You did a great job. And he congratulates you.
Mr. Tony, sir.
Yes. Uh-huh.
You know, it would be like a really cool idea
What?
if you started like a sports team, but they play these games. Compete.
Oh.
Because
Game
this
sports.
guy knows a lot about gaming and teaching and showing kids how to play games, pointing to Gary.
He takes his jean jacket pocket. He takes out a notebook and starts scribbling down, and Gary immediately jumps in with ideas.
Mm.
And then
I was gonna kind of nudge Gary,
yeah, a lot of kids start clearing out after the fun stuff is done. And some of some of the adults that are there that had kind of been helping set this up, since there were a lot of people, start cleaning up. And Tony and Gary are standing off to the corner talking about the win and the arcade game and everything. And Gary sees the four of you about to leave. It's getting pretty late. But he does like, nod his head Otto at you guys all to come over. Um, and when you do, Gary introduces the four of you to Tony. And Tony just kind of looks at you guys concerned and first he asks, "Are you all right?
I'm very
I
tired.
want to make sure that any of you Gary was telling me what happened. I don't want any of you to be hurt." And he seems genuinely concerned.
I looked at Gary, I'm like you told him?
Otto's gonna be like, Gary doesn't know the half of it.
Because it was
And-
fucking fun.
Tony like sits on one of those bar stools, the squeaky ones, and as you guys recount your story, he starts writing stuff down. And
Smash the thing.
you kind of see that he's not writing down like things for a police report. He's writing it down as if they're like brainstormed ideas for something. And do you give the paperwork over?
So we don't provide any proof up front because that would be stupid. We tell him the whole story, and then when he's looking at us like you guys are a bunch of kids, then Otto's going to start pulling stuff out of his backpack, being like, "Okay, well, this is the folder that I saw, and this has got a lot of the information on it, and this is here, and I've got this. This I think is the dude's ID card. I kind of grabbed it earlier. This is also part of his coat. I don't ask about that. This is." That's my math homework. This is
Tony takes all this stuff and really kind of nods. He has to process it all. And he does nod. And he's like, thanks you all. And you guys talk for a little bit longer. Gary and him talk for a while longer. It gets late and you guys all have to go home. And it was a pretty rockin' fucking weekend.
Ryan would at some point kind of congratulate Gary, just the two of them. That was you played a really
Good job. You did really good, man. Really good. So,
Tanya could have done it.
so
single tier down.
credits
Right.
begin to roll. And somewhere in the middle, about halfway through, you guys it's a couple of months later, 2 months. It's almost the end of school. And Ryan, you guys are all over at Ryan's house for whatever reason, and there's a box there. And you open it and you find it's with a letter from Tony. Um, thanks for everything. Biometrics division has been shut down for now. Thank you for all your help. And there are 4 at-home sets in this box, each of them labeled for each one of you.
oh yeah.
I should probably give
Credits.
mine to John.
Oh hell yeah!
Credits continue to roll.
Nice.
You're all the way at the end. That last little bit, thanks for coming, shows up. Final credit, final scene comes up. It is a year later. It is the beginning of summer of that year. Tanya has been out of the group for about a year. And some of you are about to age out as well. You all receive in the mail a very crisp box. Within it is a video game that says Loop Adventures. And you open up the booklet that comes with the game, and it gives a little bit of a premise of a group of kids that have to find clues in order to stop the evil bad guy from taking over the town. And at the very back of that booklet, it says, special thanks to Tanya, to Larry, to Otto, to Ryan.
And John. we would have mentioned him.
Yeah. And then cuts to Tanya running next door because she definitely gave her system to John because she doesn't play video games. And it's like, we have to play this!
I'm a video game character.
Oh my god!
And the screen fades to black.
Yeah.
Oh, yay!
Oh hell yeah!
Yay.
Oh hell yeah!
Thank you, everybody, for playing in my Tales from the Loop
Thanks
game.
so
No,
much.
hope
thank you for
enjoyed
running it.
Running a
That
great
was
Tales
super
from the
fun.
Loop
Great
game.
ending,
Yeah.
great game. That was good. That was
Oh,
fun.
so
And
cute.
not just one of our little one-night shotters. It was a
Yeah.
multi-night,
There were some
multi-phase
layers
game.
in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so
Um,
ready for Gary to start his own esports team. Maybe the first
Yeah.
one ever.
Gonna be
G-Sports.
great. Sports.
L
So
sports.
Blue
L
sports.
sports.
thank you. That was Tales from the Loop, guys. It is a great game. It runs on a D6 system. It is a lot of fun to play. So thank you guys for playing with me. Kind of just to do some end of game announcements. I don't even know which way I'm gonna go. We're gonna go crazy. Gen
Game
Con is
QR code.
yeah, I'll get there. Gen Con is in a couple of weeks. Rich, Taylor, myself, David, we're all going to be there. We're running games. Come check us out. We're going to be playing Super Robo Rally Thursday night. You
Ooh,
can
are we?
actually find Super Robo Rally listed as like one of the events, like in the corner of the map. That's where we're going to be Thursday at 6:00. Come hang out with us. It gets crazy, y'all.
Ready for that
Um,
experience.
Yeah,
Never
but
had it,
definitely
and I've
check
heard
out
stories.
our Twitter and our Discord for more information about where we'll be at Gen Con. Not this Tuesday, but the next Tuesday, Rich will be on with Rich Randomness again. Him and Mike are gonna just be talking about random stuff and playing random games.
I'll line up some random games. I always
Aw.
try and figure something out. So
Yeah.
Next Saturday is Mass Effect with
Yeah.
Gavin and Taylor and Casey, and I don't even know who's all in that game anymore. Ethan and David and Blair and
Yeah,
Matt and
that's-
Sam.
Yeah.
Yep.
Matt and Sam
Any
trade
mixture of
off.
those.
Yeah, so we'll see
Yeah.
who's there this time.
Gotcha. So check out Mass Effect next week. We are also all this month have been raising money for Elevated Access, which is a charity that helps people get to states where they can get reproductive procedures and gender affirming surgeries. They are pilots who help people in need. So help us help them by donating at the link or sharing it on the socials. Taylor plays in some games. Check out her calendar. She does a lot of things, and I don't know what they all are.
Also, charity. Gotcha. Wednesday, Ina GM. Friday,
Mhm.
2000 Tales.
And then
Charity.
when we're all back from Gen Con next month, Red Market's Midway Madness will start over. And I hear through the grapevine that soon, oh soon, our Cyberpunk game will be back.
Oh.
Yes.
thank goodness.
Coming. We have so
So-
many horrible plans for you all. Have fun.
Ah, that is all from me, Taylor. You got the raid going?
I do. We're gonna go over to Vorpal Tales. They're playing some Pathfinder, and they look awesome. I see a cowboy hat and someone with wings. So
Awesome.
What's Pathfinder?
It's
It's
this
like
weird
D&D,
game that's
but
kind of like
more math.
D&D.
Oh,
Yeah, way more math.
Way
So
more
much more math. Anyway, guys, as always, have fun and play well.
May all your rolls be crits.
Don't be a dick.
Oh, nice.
Bye.